we go.
You really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
Hey, motherfucker. What you like to do?
Oh, I don't know. Play chess. Screw.
Well, let's play chess.
They give off to Jonathan Taylor. Jump cutting his way close to the goal line. He's in there. Touchdown. I-N-D-Y. Jonathan Taylor.
Wheeler finds Quan from the logo.
Here's Halliburton into the front court. Mishandled it, but gets a shot. Hits it. Hits it.
John, I have never been better to be on the air with you here in Indianapolis, a place where so many of my dreams have come true.
The Ride with JMV on 93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
Hey, let's welcome in O'Reilly's. We are downtown in what is an incredible weekend that is already underway with the WNBA All-Star Game, the festivities at the Fieldhouse later on tonight. You have the fun zone, the fan zone, the whatever zone it is over at the Convention Center. You have all that going on downtown. You have IBE going on downtown this weekend, and we decided to go ahead and plop ourselves right in the epicenter of it all at O'Reilly's with our friend Joel. We are downtown, and we would love to see. Now, because I'll explain it the way that I did, and I know it sounds like, well, how are we going to get downtown? There's no way. Oh, no. Easily you can get downtown, but get down here and join us because we have some great stuff going on here in celebration of the WNBA All-Star Weekend. And obviously, somebody that is going to be celebrated as well is with the greatness of her time with the Fever. Tamika Catchings has Catch the Stars Foundation. There's going to be a celebration of that coming up a little bit later on as well. And hopefully Tamika will join us here in just a moment, and we'll talk that up, the event going on here at O'Reilly's. Yeah, otherwise, it's kind of the normal stuff outside of the backdrop, which is incredibly exciting downtown because Tom Crean's going to join us, the former coach, and, of course, the analyst right now on ESPN, NBA TV, and Sirius XM. Tom Crean joins us at the 5 o'clock hour. I believe he was at the Oladipo workout in Vegas, but with that compounded with what he witnessed in the Summer League, we'll get to that with Tom Crean coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. Hashtag Ask Pat on this Friday will continue because Pat Sullivan is going to join us here downtown coming up in the 4 o'clock hour. And hashtag Ask Pat, that means you can win something. And I'll tell you what that something is if your question is read on the air, if you're a part of that on the air, or if we just bring you up in the 4 o'clock hour. It is a meter is what we're giving away, and that is the meat thermometer that you put in your meat to see what the temperature is. The meter. The meat. I did. I just wanted to say meat thermometer for the sake of saying meat thermometer on this show. The meter with Pat Sullivan in the 4 o'clock hour. So wherever you are, be a part of the show. We'd love to have you here. There's no doubt about that, especially with what's going on here with the Catch the Stars Foundation and Tamika Catchings. But if not, we'd love to have you on the phones. All that, no Caitlin Clark. We know about that situation going in. That happened yesterday. Certainly the news came down yesterday afternoon while I was off the air. Lexi Hall is going to jump in and be in the three-point competition later on this evening. We saw that released informationally earlier today as well. And, by the way, Colts camp starts coming up in just a bit. Next week, in fact, when it gets around 95 degrees, Colts camp will get underway up in Grand Park in Westfield. We got a lot to hit, but look, welcome back. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and move because I got to make sure I get your view on camera right there. Bryn Halverson, our betting analyst, Heaven Hill Distillery, is here on this Friday. And normally we do a tavern tour stop, which is going to be next week. But we get lucky because you and I and Joel and everybody can hang out at O'Reilly's in what is going to be such a fantastic weekend.
And this is outstanding. I mean, number one, it's always great to be back here at O'Reilly's with Joel. Such a great place, such a beautiful day downtown. A lot of activity going on downtown. So come on out and join us. We're going to have some fun here for the next 3 hours, John. And again, we're kicking off WNBA All-Star Weekend, and there's an all-star cast of people that are going to be joining us on the either the live or on the phone today.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's fun because I love it when this town puts on something. this town will put on something. I mean, obviously, we talk about often the warts of downtown, and I brought up earlier this week about the construction areas on the road and, everybody being funneled down basically one road in and one road out like it's Little House on the Prairie. But this is the type of day, this is going to be the type of weekend where all of a sudden that really doesn't matter because you're here to celebrate, you're here to have a good time. I know on the Circle there's a ton of stuff going on there. You're walking around and seeing a lot of people that you see on TV. You see a lot of ladies that are incredible at hooping, just kind of walking the streets of Indy. That makes it extra special.
It really does. And, again, there's not a better place in downtown Indianapolis to host an event like this. And, again, we talked a little bit a minute ago. Sad that Caitlin's not going to be playing live, but, of course, she's going to be a big feature. And what's bringing this all together, and especially in her hometown of Indianapolis, I mean, we're honored to be here and even more honored to be here at O'Reilly's to celebrate and kick off the WNBA All-Star Weekend.
And it's sad, Joel made me, this is the first time I ever started the show drinking something that was blue like this, and it's pretty good.
It's outstanding.
Joel is a master mixologist from what I gather.
He is a master mixologist. I mean, I've known this guy for 25 years, I think now, and we've had a lot of fun throughout the years, and I've always been amazed at his cocktail creativity and what he does. Brings these wonderful drink profiles together. So, you're drinking a little Lunazul tequila, a little Lunazul lemonade with a cotton can. We'll have Joel up here to describe it because I'm good at drinking, John, not really at describing.
Yes.
So, but Lunazul lemonade and a little cotton candy, some kind of a drizzle sauce in there, I believe. And then he's got another one here with Evan
Somebody
Williams.
drizzled some sauce in my glass right there, my cocktail glass.
You might have to pull out the meter before.
The meter, I have to check the temperature of what got drizzled in my cocktail glass right there. That's extra special, buddy.
That is, absolutely.
All right, Brent Halverson right there the rest of the day. I believe we're also, as I mentioned, Pat Sullivan's going to join us. From what I have heard, now we'll see. Sometimes, especially with one over the other, you have to see it to believe it, right? So I've heard the triumphant return of the ladies of this afternoon show with Lindsay Monroe and Gina Galeros. I've heard that they're going to make, and it's been the first time in a long time. By the way, Lindsay Monroe is now married.
Wow.
Officially hitched is Lindsay Monroe.
That's been how long we've been since we've had them on, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. and dipping ice cream and working at Wish TV Channel 8 is what the princess is a part of right now. So we'll see. I trust that Lindsay will show. We'll see if the princess ends up, gracing us with her presence. Because sometimes you never really know until it happens.
It's the element of surprise.
It is.
And that's what's so great about those ladies. They bring the element of surprise there.
It is the element of surprise. And not only do we have the element of surprise, but we have a lot to talk about. You mentioned the Caitlin Clark stuff, the WNBA stuff, the weekend in general, what's going on over at the convention center with the Fan Fest. You have IBE in town. You got a big IBE show coming up later on tonight. One of my all-time favorites, Keith Sweat, is the headliner there, SWV. Old School Cameo was in the house over at the mic later on this evening as well. That should be fun. But, Brent, we're just a few days away now. And for me, that's basically when summertime when the Colts restart again in training camp. It's almost like the summertime officially ends. And coming up next week, you have a Tuesday report. You have a Wednesday practice. So less than a week to get started at Grand Park for the 2025 Indianapolis Colts.
Absolutely, and again, we're within that 60-day timeline, right? So that's the it's kind of like Christmas is right around the corner. We're all just waiting for that to happen. Training camp's going on, everything's starting now. So, and again, it's been a rough couple days, with the break in action with the All-Star game, right? But they're back in action today. I think the first pitch just went about 20, 30 minutes ago with the Boston Red Sox and the Cubs. Baseball's in full swing. WNBA All-Star game here in downtown Indianapolis. Like you mentioned, there's all kinds of things going on downtown. Come on down and join us. It's going to be a fun one.
As I was gone yesterday, too, I know that Stephen Holder had the news, and that went about ESPN, and I know that the guys, I'm going to give guys, both Eddie and Mark, a great deal of credit. I love it when guys step up, and those two, along with James yesterday, stepped up big for the 3-hour period on a Thursday, and I cannot thank them enough. Now, sometimes I make fun of them. They're probably saying, yeah, thanks a lot for that. But, no, I can't thank them enough for doing what they did yesterday and standing in on the show. But we did get the news regarding Anthony Richardson. Everybody kind of wondered exactly if he was going to be ready. And evidently, according to Stephen Holder, he will be ready for the start of camp. And we will see where this quarterback battle goes. I can tell you where I am right now. I do believe it is going to be Daniel Jones and his gig to lose, but that is just a combination of a lot of factors and still that non-belief. And it's not like I'm overwhelmingly in belief of Daniel Jones. I just think as it starts right now, it is going to be more Richardson trying to overcome that. And frankly, I don't even know what that is. Like with Daniel Jones, it's funny. It's like a combination platter of things that you don't really know enough about, and what you do know about, it's not what you want. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I'm going to order something, and I don't really want that, and you're kind of waiting to have your mind changed, and that's, I think, in the holding pattern. There's a lot of quarterback positional, I'll believe it when I see it until it happens with this Colts team. What's up, Anthony?
What's up, man? Yeah. Oh, love it, man. Love it. Yeah, so, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, it is. You know, I was talking to a buddy the other day who lives in New York, and we were talking about old Danny Dimes, and he said, you know, he's the guy, he's got so much talent.
Yeah.
He brings all this, and you're so excited about the season. Then the season's there, and you're like, what happened, you know?
Yeah.
But, again, this is a fresh start for him, right? So he's coming in. He's got to prove himself. Anthony, I think it's great because it's a nice little challenge out there. Who's going to be that starting quarterback? Get out there and play like a true professional. Get out there and play to win, and it's gonna be exciting. I mean, it's you know, like you said, you don't know what you're gonna get. We're kind of wanting to order this and waiting on this.
You know, I thought you were gonna go Forrest Gump and the box of chocolates right there. You know, you're gonna get and say it's funny. The one thing that we have received so far with both is disappointment. That's the way that it has been, whether it's through injury or a lack of accuracy with one. And that's combined with a team that also has been mediocre to much less than mediocre. And then the other, just ineffectiveness all the way around and incapable of winning in New York. And I think with both, if you're going to look on the strong side of hope right here, and you're going to cross your fingers, with Daniel Jones, I think everybody kind of points to, well, that was just the Giants in general. They were an absolute mess, a disaster. So that was the problem. But a lot of people would equate the problem starting at the feet of the quarterback and Daniel Jones there. And then, you know, just like anywhere else here, the quarterback is always going to get all the criticism, much like the quarterback always is going to get the praise. There just hasn't been enough around here, whether you're talking about accuracy, effectiveness, or just availability in terms of Anthony Richardson. And both of these situations are a cross your fingers and hope, because when you look around that roster, you like some things that they did in the offseason. I like that they went after, you know, a couple of positions, especially that with Mooney at corner, that could be definable in terms of, you know, stoppers or people that you have to game plan for. I thought they went out and did that with both Bynum and Mooney. But unfortunately, what you don't have to game plan very much for is the start and really the finish most of the time when your quarterback is ineffective, and that has to come around, because if it doesn't, then we kind of know the outcome already.
You know, I think last year hopefully was a big eye-opener, too, for AR. You know, get out there, get yourself ready to go, ready to play a full season. Yeah. Get out there and show us what you got. And for Dan Jones, too, coming into a smaller market, a lot of changes going on here. We know of everything with the Colts, right? So a lot of things new here. Going to be exciting. It should be exciting for him. And, again, push him to get out there and play. So we'll see how it goes.
And speaking of here, we're at O'Reilly's downtown, where there's going to be a celebration and a live auction and a fundraiser coming up a little bit later on. The foundation is called Catch the Stars. And you know her very well. Speaking of foundational pieces of the Fever and then basketball in general, on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline, let's welcome into the show Tamika Catchings. Hello, Tamika. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
It is awesome to have you on the show. I want to start right here. Before we get to what we're going to be doing here later on this evening downtown at O'Reilly's, how special is this weekend for you? Because I mentioned the foundational pieces of basketball. You were certainly one of those, and especially here in central Indiana and Indianapolis. How special is having this weekend event here in the Circle City for you?
It has been absolutely amazing. I will not lie. I have been everywhere, but it has been a lot of fun. So being able to see the people come out, the faces, so many of our WNBA teams represented, new teams in the city too that will be coming up in the next couple of years. So it's fun for me to be on this side. Would I have loved to play? Of course. But being on it from this side, it's still a blessing to be a part of it.
Oh, I'm betting you can still get out there and play if need be. I don't think there's much question about that. Did you ever think there was going to be a time and a place where you get this type of all-star celebration here in Indianapolis? I mean, so long as a player, but to the magnitude in which, and I'm just walking a couple of blocks to Mika downtown, it's absolutely incredible, the buzz to epic proportions. Did you ever believe that it would be like this here or much less any place else?
You know, it's interesting because I feel like the game has continued to grow. And even when you look at the All-Star game being in different cities and had the opportunity to kind of bounce around, the buzz has always been there. But I think now the game in the last couple of years and just the magnitude of fans that have come, we've seen an enormous growth. And that is because of players like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso, that class, and then, of course, the class that came in this year and Paige Beckers being a huge piece of that. So it's been fun to watch the young players, but then even the older players. Like, I'm looking at my Nneka Ogwumike and being an all-star starter and, being a part of that group. And she got this is her 10th all-star, being an all-star starter this year. So it's been a lot of fun. I think Indy has always been a perfect place to have it. But especially within the last couple of years, the growth that the Fever has had, Indianapolis has become a market that teams and players and fans want to come to. We're in the Midwest. We're right smack in the middle of the country, and I think now people are finally understanding just how big Indiana and just how good of a city it is to be able to host events.
This is the legendary Tamika Catchings, kind enough to join us on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. O'Reilly's downtown. We're going to get to the Catch the Stars Foundation and what's taking place here with you in a second. But this is such a lead-in combination of what has been an incredible 2 years of professional basketball here in Indianapolis. Whether you're talking about the past 2 years and the Pacers, the past 2 years and the Fever. And I have mentioned this before, Tamika, and I firmly believe in this. We are right now taking steps into the golden era for Pacer sports and entertainment where we are right now. I mean, really going above, even with the greatness of the past, and you certainly were a part of that, I think this is now on the early stages of a golden era we'll be a part of in basketball professionally here in Indy.
Oh, I would agree. And, it's been fun to even watch the growth. Like you said, the Pacers, and, want to give a shout-out to our guys and getting all the way to the final, to the championship game. And, Tyrese Halliburton, obviously a huge part of our team. Looking forward to watching him. He'll be out next season, but he'll come back bigger and stronger and ready to go. But I think now flipping to the Fever, and I always say to build a championship team, you need a three-headed monster. Kelsey Mitchell has been a staple here in Indianapolis for the last couple of years, or for the not couple of years, but through the ups and downs, I shall say. And then, of course, adding Aaliyah Boston and now having Caitlin Clark. And, the team is starting to bond and really gel. Got to get Caitlin healthy. We want to see her on the floor. Bummed that she's not going to be able to play and participate in the game tomorrow and the festivities tonight. But definitely her health is more important in the long run than a game, unfortunately. But I think you're right. You look at the Fever, you look at the Pacers. I don't know about a golden era, right? Because I want this to be something that becomes and remains consistent. So I want to look at this being a trajectory into something that players want to come and play in Indianapolis. They want to be a part of Pacer Sports and Entertainment. And once they come, that hopefully they enjoy the city enough that they want to stay.
Tamika Catchings, the legend's kind enough to join us on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. So we're at O'Reilly's with Joel and the gang here, and the Catch the Stars Foundation is going to have a gathering later on, too. I know this is something that's very important, very close to your heart. Is it not, Tamika?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm super excited. Lisa and her group have been gracious enough to host a fundraiser tonight, and so the proceeds will go back to our foundation. And Catch the Stars Foundation, we're focused on boys and girls ages 7 all the way up to 18. We provide programming around fitness, literacy, and youth empowerment. So the events that I have been able to be a part of this past week or this weekend have been amazing. Today I was at Girl Scouts. Yesterday we showcased a new fort at Riverside Family Center, so that was awesome. Tomorrow we'll be at Girl Trek, and a lot of these things incorporate kids. Yesterday we were at the Children's Museum as well doing a camp. Just a lot of great things. So everything that I really like to be a part of is focused on giving back to our community, especially giving back to our young people, and through our foundation, we're able to do that and more.
It's called Catch the Stars Foundation. Now, how can people learn a little bit more about it? Obviously, we're going to be promoting this big time up until the event and through the event at O'Reilly's tonight. But how can people get a hold of this and find out more, too, if they're unable to make this event this evening?
Well, definitely go to our foundation, catchthestars.org. You can donate financially if you want to get involved. There's definitely a tab there. You can get involved, or just continuing to spread the word. We give out scholarships, so we have officially reached the $1 million mark of being able to give out scholarships. This is our 21st year of the foundation, so we've been around for a while. It's a blessing. We'd love to see you guys. We'd love for your support. Everything that you give to us goes directly back to our young people, so that is a huge blessing that we get to continue to impact.
It's Tamika Catchings with us, Catch the Stars Foundation, and we'll have more about the event coming up. I know you got to bail because you got other stuff going on, but I did want to ask you, obviously with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, you've mentioned this before here in this town. You love watching them and love watching this team, but who are you excited to watch with this event? I mean, who? Because a lot of them would suggest, I love watching Tamika Catchings. Is there anybody outside of whom we already know that you really enjoy watching play?
Can I be honest? I don't have one person. I am really excited about the game being an Indy, and a lot of people maybe have kind of gotten onto the fever and being able to support our team. But we have the best players in the world coming to Indianapolis to participate in tonight's festivities with the three-point challenge and the skills challenge. And then tomorrow we have the game, the All-Star game, and the best of the best players are coming together. So I will say there's not just one player. I want to see how these players mix together. I want to see the smiles on the bench. I want to see them cheering for each other, because I think that being able to see that, and as a city, as we, welcome all teams and all players, that the city will be exposed. And of course, you might find some other players that are great, and that of course, I want you to always be Fever fans, but, other players that you want to watch and support.
Tamika Catchings, and again, it is Catch the Stars Foundation. We have a gathering and a fundraiser here at O'Reilly's downtown later on tonight. The legend kind enough to join us on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. Awesome answer as usual, and have a fantastic weekend here. It's always great catching up, and we shall do it again. If you need us for your foundation, we're always here for you.
I appreciate you guys. Look forward to hanging out again soon.
Tamika Catchings on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. And Catch the Stars, we'll have more information for you on how you can be a part of it coming up in just a bit, because I think this fires off a little bit later this evening, and we'll probably go off the air as it is still ongoing. But lots of conversation forthcoming, Brent, and that was really special right there to start the show.
What a way to start it. I mean, what a great player, great person, and look what she's doing with Catch the Stars. I mean, it's pretty special to see, and loved her answer too, right? Just
very diplomatic answer. Yeah, I love it.
Not a favorite,
yes.
just all, and it's great for the city, and she's so right. And what, really it's going to be Coach Caitlin tonight, right? Like it's Caitlin's team. So what Caitlin has done, but again, not just Caitlin, everybody. And look at the all-star lineup. I was just kind of scrolling through, looking at all these wonderful, wonderful ladies out there. It's going to be a fun, special weekend, I'll tell you that, John.
Tamika Catchings on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. That is your cue to haul a little bit of ass here. And that means haul ass down to O'Reilly's because Joel is ready to concoct, as the master mixologist, the drink that may have a little Luna Azul tequila as a part of it. Maybe a little Larceny bourbon. Maybe a little Elijah Craig in there. Maybe a little Evan Williams. Something beneath the Heaven Hill Distillery umbrella, which is robust, Brent, to say the least, as you well know.
Absolutely. And talk about catching stars. Come down here and catch a couple complimentary sample stars.
Oh, wait a minute. Explain more about the complimentary sample. We have to say it that way, too, because I'll get busted. Yes.
You have to try what Joel has put out there. I mean, they really are awesome. So, yes, come down, join us. Let us get you one of these to try. And not a better place and not a better beautiful day outside, right? I mean, look at that. Come on in. Right here to watch all the action going on, and then walk down the street afterwards. And there's all kinds of events all over town. So good night to be downtown Indianapolis.
Pat Sullivan, Sullivan Hardware and Garden. That's hashtag Ask Pat. You got to get your questions in. Somebody's going to win a meter. So somebody's going to be able to accurately find out the temperature of your meat, which is incredibly important. Got a meter to give away. Pat's going to join us here in the 4 o'clock hour. I think the ladies are going to be here too. Lindsay Monroe and the Princess of Ice Cream, Gina, will stop by a little bit later on. Tom Crean is going to join us as well in the 5 o'clock hour. We also have tickets to give away, I believe. We'll check on that and a lot more. Busy weekend downtown. It is the WNBA All-Star Weekend. It is IBE. And as Brent, it is John live at O'Reilly's here in downtown Indy off of Pennsylvania. We would love to see you. The stream, the app. It is HD Radio, the AAA Membership Lounge via YouTube Live. We're looking at you and, in fact, waving at you right now. 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. Back with you next.
is the Bet365 Command Center. Get your race updates here all month long and make sure to enter for your chance to win $500 by predicting the winner of this year's race on July 27th. Go to 1075thefan.com to enter. Now, here's your 2025 race update brought to you by Bet365.
And I got you covered on that. The Brickyard 400 coming up next Sunday. The Brickyard 400 weekend next week at an IMS. We have Joey Logano on the show coming up on Monday afternoon to kind of usher this in. This weekend, NASCAR in Dover. ARCA today, Xfinity Series tomorrow, Cup Series coming up on Sunday, and then it is the Brickyard 400. Joey Logano with us coming up on Monday with 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
With JMV.
Say, man, you got a joint?
No, not on me, man.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Oh, my goodness. Do we get a little Bell Bib DeVoe right here? I'm ready to slick, aren't you? Girl is poison. O'Reilly's downtown. Tamika Catchings. Catch the Stars Foundation is going to take place a little bit later on tonight. Tamika just joined us. Podcast 1075thefan.com. Brent Halverson is with us, Heaven Hill Distillery. Brent, hello to you, buddy.
Hello, John. Good to be back, my friend.
Well, look who we found.
I know this is a special treat right here.
We have,
ladies, welcome
for
back.
one, we have the newly married, the
That's
newlywed.
I know.
How are things going? Lindsay Monroe, Channel 13. Everybody is here.
Oh, it's been too long. We were just talking about how long it has been.
I know it.
I'm a completely different person.
You know
now.
how much alcohol you've missed because you guys haven't been on the show with me here recently? My goodness. And I had to drink it.
I do want to clear the air that you've invited us.
I have.
We've just been so busy. We had another wedding on the 4th of July. Another one of our friends got married. And it's just been like trying to catch up with real life after planning a wedding for the past year. I'm trying to figure out my new schedule.
Yes.
So it's so nice to be back. Thank you for continuing to invite us. Even though we kept turning you down. I know you're a persistent person.
That makes me feel good right there, too. But
you'll eventually get a yes.
How about this special moment for all of us is because she's decided to grace us with her presence.
Oh.
The Princess of Ice Cream is here and just got handed a cocktail. That's special. Gina Glaros of Wish TV Channel 8 and Handel's Ice Cream. How many locations you guys have now? Probably like 12 more since the last time you were on.
I last saw you, it's been forever.
It has.
So great to see you guys. And yes, thank you for continuing to invite us back.
I love having you guys on the show.
I'm glad we made it happen. We knew we were going to do it sooner than later than sooner.
In a weekend that Indianapolis is putting women's sports on a pedestal, we figured you really needed some female voices on the show.
No question about
That's exactly
this
what
is a huge weekend for female sports, females in general. And Indianapolis really gets to showcase that. And it's super important, I believe, for no matter what sport. I mean, I grew up doing gymnastics. You grew up playing hockey. As people who stopped growing.
Which is, I guess, a male sport. But
yeah, cool. I grew up playing hockey.
We never broke the 5'3" height barrier to become basketball players, but it's still so inspirational to young women and girls all across the state of Indiana to just see that we really still promote women's sports and we get to celebrate it on such a national level, and Indianapolis gets to do that.
Yeah,
so love to be a part of it this weekend.
Now, how about you? Do you have anything profound to say like that?
Gosh, you know what she said.
Exactly.
I mean, I definitely agree with that sentiment. It's amazing. And we were saying we were kind of nervous about the crowd and the traffic. Looking good. Get here early.
It is, especially when it's like one road in and one road out.
Absolutely.
That's nice.
I mean, everything gets underway tonight. So come on down, make a day of it, beat the traffic. The fact that, Lindsay and I just won an Emmy last year for NBA All-Star Weekend.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Wait
a minute. No wonder you guys haven't been here. You guys won Emmys?
Well,
we did.
It was my first. I didn't even realize. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I don't know if I'll win it, but I'm so happy that our director encouraged us to submit it because I wasn't there. You guys went to the ceremony. I was actually on the way to an ice cream social with my dad.
Of course you were.
And a couple people had texted me and they were like, "Congratulations!" I was like, "Oh my gosh!" But yeah, I had to get that plug in there. But the fact that Indianapolis is NBA All-Star Weekend, now and WNBA All-Star Weekend. Like, it's so cool to be a part of it. It feels like that it fell in our lap, but I know it didn't. Indy did a lot of work and to get here.
Where are your Emmys? Do you have them up on the mantle?
Mine, no, not yet. Mine's in my office in the box because I don't want to take it out of the box. I have a dog and a cat, and I'm like, I'm just going to protect this and keep it safe.
Where's yours? It's still in the box.
Still in the box? Oh,
but the pictures are all over the internet.
Sure.
You got the statues at the ceremony.
That's nice.
Yeah, and then Gina had a little photo shoot on my front porch when I gave her statue.
Yeah, because we were already on the way to the 4th of July wedding, and so I was in a gown already. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. We're gonna take a picture and act like I was there.
And then we got in an Uber without air conditioning, and it all got ruined.
These are the Emmy award-winning guests on this show.
So you're gonna have to add that to the title every time you introduce it.
In our I think a bunch of nerds vote on something in radio called the Spectrum Award, and they can shove it. I'll use it at the doorstop if I ever win one of those.
I won one of those once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you really? Say, look, I won one of those once. Yeah, needless to say, I've never won one. Can you tell by my attitude? Get a bunch of dorks voting on it. No wonder I'm never going to win it.
Bunch of dorks.
I think that's really good stuff, yeah. So, yeah.
Way to go.
The Spectrum Awards. So that probably ensures I'll never win one right there. So we're going. But I did, once upon a time, win Indiana Broadcaster of the Year.
Ooh.
Sports Broadcaster of the Year in 2020. And the irony there is there was no sports going on in 2020. So I go, okay, let's just go ahead and give it to this guy.
No,
all right, no sports going on. This clown can finally win right here, Brent.
Reach in the hat, grab a name.
There,
he's just
JMV.
John guy.
So deserving, my
Woo,
goodness.
boy.
That's awesome.
So, yes. So how else? Everything going on?
Life is good. Yeah, life is good. I mean, you went to our Memorial Day? Yeah, Memorial Day party. You made an appearance.
Oh, yeah.
At my
I went to your family's house.
I was trying to think. I think that's the last time that I saw you.
It
so
was.
It hasn't been that long, but it's been a long time.
It's been a minute. I did show up over there.
You were the highlight.
I had to.
You walked in and everybody was like, JMV's here. I was the star.
Well, I got to go back then.
You do. Yes.
That's awesome. No, it was a hell of a time. I think I was pissy because I had to work.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I think you drank a couple too, and you were like,
no,
maybe one. You were like, all right, I gotta get going. I gotta get going. It was just one.
Well, that was after the 7 before.
Yeah. I was all good right there too. And speaking of which, Heaven Hill Distillery with Joel at O'Reilly's, Brent.
Absolutely, Joe. It's great to be back here. And again, I was thinking about this. It's probably been 2 years since I think we've been here, and that was during the crazy St. Patrick's Day, which is a place to be for St. Patrick's Day, and it was rocking when we were.
Weren't we here after? I think, didn't I get like a vaccination or something that day? Remember that?
That was before that. I mean, that's not the last time. Yeah,
it's not the last time we've been here.
No,
that was the
during
highlight.
the COVID era.
That's when some woman told me you shouldn't drink and do that, and I go, what do you mean? She goes, well, you'll find out about midnight, and I go, yeah, I'll be fine. I got home at midnight, and I thought somebody hit me with a sledgehammer.
Oh yeah,
seriously.
I remember that time though when you walked in there.
Yeah. I know. I go, whoa,
Lord.
okay, she was absolutely right.
She was spot on.
I see Joel all the time. Obviously, this has been great with what the Pacers did in the postseason. This place has been like a hub of activity, so it's been great.
I mean, it's great because if you walk right out the door, you are literally, 50 steps away from walking into Gamebridge. So it's great. And again, with what's going on downtown this weekend, there are all kinds of things happening. And the beautiful Michelle Kiefer is now here.
Look how awesome she looks.
She looks great.
Does she not
look like an angel with that light coming behind her right there? Look at that.
Juice Newton's going to sing Angel in the Morning in just a minute. Just for you, Michelle, walking in with that.
Hey, we talk All-Star Weekend. This is an All-Star cast that's out here. We're fortunate to be sitting in front of all this today, John. So,
Emmy Award
winners right here. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever been in front of Emmy Award winners. So.
I do have Odie's got a shirt with my name on it, though.
Yeah. Oh, look
we
at
are
that.
Rocking that. That's better than an Emmy right there.
Best thing ever. She said they need to update the picture with you. And
oh, yeah. That's my fat picture right there. The fat pic.
Facebook
I saw it, man.
Tim came in and
Oh,
showed
no.
me that picture. I was like,
The fat pic. We haven't updated all the pictures just yet, Odie, so I think they're
Hey, we got a
trying
few
at some
coming,
point.
though. We did a little photo shoot the other day that we've got some new photos coming out for the Larceny Lock
We
Boozle
do?
Shine season.
We
So be looking
do.
forward to that, right?
You guys love doing that every Thursday, too.
It's right around the corner, too, which I'm
It
excited
is.
about.
that's my favorite.
Super excited
Colts
about.
camp comes up next week. You guys going to partake in any of the festivities going on this weekend? Lindsay, starting with you.
Oh yeah, this weekend.
You got to work tomorrow,
I'm gonna
don't
be
you?
Yeah, so we got special coverage tonight, just kind of showcasing and highlighting what's going to be going on with the skills challenge, 3-point challenge, and then tomorrow morning we'll be on starting at 6 a.m. We'll have some crews out highlighting the big event, and of course the adjustment of the starting lineup. As we all know, with Caitlin Clark being out, so we're going to be talking a lot about that. But it's just going to be around. She's going to be greeting folks, so she'll
Yeah, it
still be
sucks.
here.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really nice way to say the whole that kind of
So
stuff.
how did you feel about this, JMV? Did you predict that she was going to be out, or was it a surprise to you?
Well, I mean, I think after when you saw her reaction, you kind of knew, right? You knew that this was something that just wasn't going to be, I'm kind of dinged up at the end of a game. I'm sore. You knew it was going to be longer than that. And frankly, I thought what she said, I think it was yesterday when she said it was accurate. I need time for my body to heal. And I think we all went through the whole Tyrese Halliburton stuff. There's no question about the fact that you need time.
Yep.
And they've gone through. She's probably played basketball and not stopped for the better part of 2 years now. So that can, even if you're in great shape like that, that takes its toll.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, take care of herself now.
Yeah.
For the long game, right?
It is unfortunate, she didn't make it last year, and that was kind of a turn of the back. Now it's in your backyard. I mean, she wants to play, but hey, she's looking out for the future, right? So you just get out there and get back on the court and get healthy.
Yeah,
so,
well, I mean,
she'll be
they
here.
got to get things in gear a little bit, too. I mean, you want to get her back on the floor and have a little bit more consistency. Even with the last win or whatever, you want to build some consistency.
The responsible play, right?
Yeah, no doubt about that. Now, Wish TV, Channel 8, how's it going, Gina?
It's going well. I'm still freelancing and
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if there's going to be a full-time position.
Can
for
you
me
just
or not.
can Hannah go back on some kind of leave or something like that for you? What's her name?
We'll
Oh, I
have
can't
another
say that.
baby. No, she's back.
She's not having another baby yet?
I don't think so. I think
Hey, Hannah,
she's
have
back.
another baby so Gina can have a gig again.
No, there's as you know, there's been some shuffling over there. So.
No, not there. What are you talking about?
You know what? Everywhere
Well, yeah.
in this business. It's
Yeah.
just, it is what it is. So I'm hopeful, but I'm also you also have to be realistic too, and so.
Hey,
continuing to do back and
Liz,
back
That's
and
why we
forth
have side hustles.
With side hustles. That's what it
Liz,
is.
she doesn't realize how perfect she has it,
No.
though. I mean, yeah. you know
freelancing
what?
is the way to go.
Whatever happens, her toes are still tapping.
That's
Seriously,
right. Yeah.
right?
You can go wherever, you can do whatever you
Now,
want. There's
Well,
no.
I do want to
Lindsay
make
and I
sure.
were talking about that on the way in. You have to. I mean, in any business, you just always have to have
have some
have
options
a
on the
plan.
table.
Have some options. Exactly.
So, am I allowed to make fun of where you guys work, or should I not? Because I always enjoy
I mean,
doing it.
you know what? Whatever comes out of your mouth,
under a contract.
whatever
I'm under
comes
a
out.
contract,
Cool.
We just have to be careful in how we respond.
Yeah, if you guys just stay quiet, I understand. Gina and Lindsay with us. Brent Halverson as well. We'll come back. Pat Sullivan, top of the hour. Tom Crean's going to join us a little bit later on. If you missed Tamika Catchings, got things started. The Catch the Stars Foundation is having a fundraiser here, and here is O'Reilly's downtown. We would love to see you. This is almost like the epicenter of fun for this weekend. The WNBA All-Star Weekend, IBE is going on, and a lot more for you. Here's what I would do. I'd come down and make sure you follow wherever I go, because I'm the Pied Piper of fun right here. The Pied Piper is ready to take you to the fun this weekend. We're back with you on the other side. It's 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Equipped by a bunch of damn nerds.
93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
All right, Bare Naked Ladies. I believe it's Bare Naked Ladies. Jimmy Eat World. Is Sugar Ray a part of this too? With Mark McGrath coming up this weekend at Everwise.
So it is.
Who has seen?
It's
I'm
Bare,
sorry,
Naked
James, go ahead.
Bare Naked Ladies with Sugar Ray and Fastball.
Oh, Sugar Ray. Do chicks still swoon over Mark McGrath?
I don't think so. I think that was
which
about
era.
20 years ago.
I'm going to get so pissed if you say he's too old.
No. No, he's not.
Because I think he's my age. I may take offense to that.
He was the guy, though, back in the day.
Speaking of old bands, you see that Coldplay show last night?
Who has not?
Oh,
Who has not?
That guy got
that?
busted. Hey, by the way, number 9 and 239-1070. Bare Naked Ladies tickets for Everwise to you right now. That's Gina, Lindsay, Brent. I'm John. Did you guys laugh about that? That CEO, what was it? CEO of
Astronomer.
Yeah.
Astronomer.
What's astronomer?
It's a tech company.
It's a tech company, yeah.
Oh, his wife's getting paid.
Oh, yeah.
She'd be getting paid.
That was so classic.
Yeah.
Like they noticed, and then one covered, one went down. It was.
It is all everybody is talking about.
Oh, it
it's
is.
all the internet is
Yep.
talking about. One outlet did a full a full story about his background, who he's married to, and then who she's married to. I'm like, oh my goodness.
And in that moment, my man because she was backed up against him.
Oh,
he was sporting. He was sporting. You know how quickly that disappeared? Can you imagine how quickly?
Didn't need a meter.
He did not need a meter for that.
Yeah, a meter. Yeah.
I bet that thing disappeared in like 1 second. Done. All right. Oh, man. Done. Can you imagine?
Oh, it's been a highlight looking at. I saw a reel where someone was like, here's what not to do if you're caught in an affair, and then here's what you can do to make it look not as obvious. And it was like, pretend like you're giving the Heimlich remover.
And then Coldplay posted something and obviously didn't say anything about that, and everybody's like, all the comments are like, but we missing something here?
The elephant in the room.
That is awesome. That's Gina. That's Lindsay. What's most important for you guys this weekend? I know you're doing some stuff tomorrow. I don't know when you're going to be back on here. Relatively soon.
Not until the first week of August. Yeah. So I'm just going to be working at Handles.
Oh, I love little Handles right there.
Hey, I'm off this weekend, so enjoying the weekend.
Wait a minute. We're off.
I'm off.
Oh.
I'm off. Lindsay's.
I have 1 hour of
working.
news to do. I need to see what's going on. We're only on from 6 to 7 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday because NBC's got some programming. So that's nice.
Oh, it's British or the Open.
Yes.
The golf.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said British Open, and I think golf people would object to that. But the Open is on.
The Open.
On
Yes.
NBC. Right.
Yeah.
You're not back on until you're going to be scooping ice cream until August?
Yeah, I'm going to be. I know. Not until the first and second week of August. I'll be at Wish doing the midday, which is the 11 a.m. and then the 5 p.m.
People can't get knocked up around there quick enough for you to take their gig, can they?
I know. Not enough. Did you put your PTO in, though, for August 15th? For the Live Golf
15.
Oh, yeah. Chatham Hills.
Riley Green.
Yeah. Oh, Riley Green.
Golf will be entertaining, but Riley Green is on at 5.
Lindsay, I think as soon as that announcement came down, we
Who the hell
each other.
Riley,
We're like,
who's
Riley Green is in
Riley
town.
Green is like Dirk Bentley, who you're going to meet tomorrow.
Yes.
Like 20 years younger.
He's an ugly man. Ugly.
Is he Riley
he's
Green?
really ugly, yeah.
Isn't Jason Derulo playing a
That's
concert for
Saturday.
Liv?
Yeah, that's Saturday. So Riley Green is the headliner for Friday, and then.
So Liv comes to town and decides to go ahead and Jason Derulo us, huh? Is that what happens? Yeah. What's
Hey,
up?
what are you going to be doing?
Oh, good to see you, pal.
All right.
Good to see you.
See ya.
Yeah, what
are you going to be
Jason
doing
Derulo.
for Liv?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I know that we have some people. I was going to explain this to Brent. We have friends up there that live at Chatham Hills and want us to do a show in their backyard on the golf course.
Oh, I'm in.
So we have friends too.
Yeah.
my parents' friends, they just moved there. They are like on the main strip, right next to the clubhouse, and they're renting their house out. Like, oh my gosh, ridiculous.
A lot of money right there. I tell you what, we'll take a break.
Okay,
Gina and Lindsay will come back. Brent will come back too. We've got Pat Sullivan. Whenever Pat Sullivan gets here with hashtag and Ask Pat questions coming up too, and Tom Crean of the 5 o'clock hour. O'Reilly's downtown. If you missed Tamika Catchings, the superstar, the legend, a little bit earlier, the podcast at 1075thefan.com. Her foundation is going to be raising a little money here at O'Reilly's later on tonight. We'll be a part of it with 93.5, 1075 The Fan.
The Ride with JMV.
You just got your asses whipped by a bunch of damn nerds.
93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
O'Reilly's downtown. We got plenty of microphones for everybody. Where you going, Lindsay?
I'm going to get another chair.
Get another what?
Chair.
Chair.
It's a unit used to sit in.
Christopher Cross, Brent.
Christopher Cross.
I had to hit the post. I couldn't help myself. I'm on the run. No time. We're downtown at O'Reilly's. Brent Halverson, Lindsay Monroe, Gina Galeros, Pat Sullivan is on the inbound right here. It is Dev and the gang here as well. James back. And I wanted to give a shout out to James, to Mark Dykton, and to Eddie Garrison. James, quickly, before we get back into what we're doing right now, did somebody told me that you guys were making fun of me yesterday. Did that happen? There may have curiosity.
There may have been some light fun making, if you would.
What are you nerds doing making fun of me?
Oh, just we were talking some wrestling, and I think at some point it came up that you would make fun of us for talking wrestling, so we shot some return fire back towards you.
So how much wrestling did we talk about?
Honestly, not all that much.
Was it the minimum? Not much.
It was pretty
was it like
close
the
to
wrestling
the minimum.
where it really mattered, and it wasn't like the 80s wrestling, or was it like today?
It was
that only
more.
dorks watch.
It was more in response to the rejoiners that I have, the Macho Man rejoiner and Scott Steiner and that sort of thing.
Gotcha. Well, honestly, I do appreciate you guys doing that yesterday, and sincerity rules here. I love it when you guys step up. I've told you this before. When you guys step up without any of us being there, because we want to be able to grow within. So I did enjoy that a great deal. So thanks to you, James, and to Mark, and to Eddie for being in for me yesterday for 3 hours. Evidently only a couple of minutes of nerdery. That works. Brent Halverson, Lindsay Monroe, Gina Galeros, Pat Sullivan of Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Ladies, let's reintroduce you. Emmy Award-winning ladies
Thank you very
of
much.
this show. You know what that does to this show? So much legitimacy Brent has brought into the show.
Elevation is the word that comes to my mind. It elevates.
Emmy Award-winning. So you guys are
my
like
Emmy? Did I get an Emmy?
you guys and Ted Danson.
Maybe.
Did I get
Ted
it?
Danson. We'll have
You
to
guys
see
are
if you
just
put
like
your
Ted
name on
Danson.
it.
You won
just
an
a
Emmy
member
too.
of the show. Pat is a member of
maybe
the
I would
Sunday show.
get a
Hey, Pat, have you ever won a Spectrum Award before?
No, I really haven't.
Applied?
You know what they can do with their Spectrum Awards? They can just, and it's
What?
phallically shaped in general.
Oh.
See, if there is a Spectrum Award to be given out.
What is a
what's that?
Spectrum Award? Is that a radio thing?
It's some
It's
nerdy.
from the Indiana Broadcasters Association, a very important organization.
Should
to
I
make
be a
sure we're all
member
complying with
on
the
that?
FCC.
Am I supposed to sign up for that? You have to be a member of the Broadcast
no.
Association?
No.
How have you never won it with the originality of the Home and Garden Show?
I think they said that after, you're kind of still the new guy and you're just 32 years in. So,
Yeah, me too. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
How is Saturday Night not recognized?
I know.
Just original, created, out of nowhere programming, and all these dorks.
You know
just
why?
vote for one
Because
another.
radio stations think that they close on Friday.
Do they really?
Yep.
Well, that's cool.
They don't know what's going on.
They don't.
They don't even know I work
I
there.
love the Home and Garden
I've
Show.
never signed up for an email at, what's the company? Not Emmis.
The new
Who
company?
are we owned by?
Urban One.
Urban One.
Yes.
Urban One. So I haven't signed up. That way I fly under the radar.
Smart.
Smart.
Yeah.
That is smart.
Yep.
Lindsay's won a Spectrum Award, and she's on TV.
Well, it's for radio and TV.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I
And there's
wouldn't even
different
know.
markets.
She got it
Wow,
for being on the
okay.
show about 6 months ago. Being on this show.
No, that'd be
okay.
great. You know what? I'd be really happy if that happened, though.
I just took a little segment that was really good. I submitted it.
That's awesome. That's well
that's
done.
how you
Leslie.
win.
You haven't submitted anything.
You have to submit.
I do think that's true. I don't think anybody's ever submitted anything for me.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Me either. Neither.
That's okay, though.
Either.
I've never been, honestly, like, for the awards, people get really, like, emotional and really hyped up about it. And you never know what's going to win,
Do you now put Emmy Award winning on your...
Well, that's the thing. The fact that you won one, you can put that on the resume.
I absolutely
put it on there.
Do you put that on your social media?
Yes.
I haven't yet, but maybe. I think so. I think it's going to happen.
I have 3 now. I've had one this whole time, and I never got any recognition.
Yeah.
Now I have 3.
Wow.
Yeah. I just won
Spectrum
one.
Award.
I've done it. I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
there is a photographer at 13, and I love it.
Rhodes.
Steve Rhodes. And that's what, he has won 100, well, more than that, 150
Wow.
Emmys.
Wow.
He's exceptional. But, and he thinks it's important, but, he's not one of those who flaunts it, isn't like, oh my gosh, I am an Emmy
Look at my
Award.
brass.
Yeah. And that's what you want. He's so deserving, but it's not, in your face.
He throws it in the pile and moves on.
Right.
Moves on.
Yeah.
What's next to edit?
That's like Jerry Seinfeld probably did, right? Just throws it in the pile.
Yeah, that's right.
Larry David probably did the same thing right there. That's Pat Sullivan, Sullivan Hardware and Garden. We're at O'Reilly's. Tamika Catchings a little bit earlier. Podcast 1075thefan.com. Let me reset where we are. O'Reilly's downtown. Of course, I mentioned this too, kind of the center of everything that's going on for WNBA All-Star Weekend, IBE Weekend as well here locally. Gina and Lindsay, welcome back to them. Emmy Award winners, Brent Halverson, Heaven Hill Distillery. We got something with Catch the Stars going on here later on tonight too. We'll further bring that up, right, Brent?
A lot of activity downtown, and again, what a great thing for Tamika Catchings Foundation, Catch the Stars down here at O'Reilly's tonight. And again, come on out and start celebrating early because there's a lot of things to be done downtown.
There's a lot of stuff going on right outside the door.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Amazing.
Big stage right over there, some music going on.
So you on the Home and Garden Show, that's Pat Sullivan, by the way, of Sullivan Hardware and Garden. You've got a big show coming up tomorrow, don't you? Is our guy Fulton going to be on the show tomorrow?
Yes, that's right.
I've only heard that about 1,000 times.
Yes. Fulton will be on in the 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock hour. He's bringing his ukulele.
Yes.
Cool.
So he will be performing.
You know that I told him the song to perform, and he's been practicing. He's been rehearsing.
It's a big surprise, so he's not really letting
He's not told you what song it is?
Nope.
Okay.
He said it's a surprise.
It's going to make sense to you.
Okay.
It will make sense, I promise.
All right.
Yeah, and I told him to do it, and he
Okay.
played a little snippet of it the other day when he called in.
Okay, great. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. He's a good
Fulton
dude.
tomorrow. What time?
Fulton, I said, 10 or 11, whatever. His mom's got to bring him down. So,
Yeah, right on.
We don't put too much pressure. It's not like we're a highly organized show, so it doesn't really matter. We have 4 hours. It's
What are you going to be talking about?
What will I be talking about?
Yeah. A little preview here.
Well, we just we kind of go with the flow. I just came back from Atlanta from the gift show. So, I can talk about some of the weird things I saw there.
What did you see there?
Well, I saw what I found very creepy. There's a lot of candle lines, Guys, Are you guys into candles?
Love candles.
Okay.
No, you're not?
You're not into candles?
I like soy candles.
No. Emmy Award winners only.
What's it
I think we have
the non-poison,
the non-toxic.
There is a lot of soy candles. I believe we carry 2 local brands. I would tell you their names, but it's slipping. But the one that I think is creepy and weird is called, and I walked by this booth and I looked over and I thought, oh dear Lord, it's called Boy Scent.
Does it smell like a locker room?
I think it's like for pedophiles or what?
Like boys.
It's just so like.
How does it smell, Pat?
I'm sorry.
Did you smell it?
I stayed away from the Boy Scent candles.
You didn't smell it?
No, hell no, I didn't.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
And I'm not even going to tell you the name of each scent. I will tell you off the air.
That
oh boy.
Boys Scent. Yeah.
Did you look that up?
They're the ones you have to carry just like
that sounds wrong.
Gifts.
Yeah, that sounds wrong.
It just seemed. I'm like, who's the target audience? I mean, if it's like a teenage girl, you don't really want her burning candles. Burn the house down, right?
That's also another reason I don't like candles.
That is
I
a
don't
little
like
bit
the
weird.
fire risk.
And you have to check and recheck before you leave the house.
Yes.
Did I burn it? Did I blow it out? Yeah.
Hashtag
Oh, wait, it's called Boy Smells.
Boy Smells.
Boy Smells.
Not any better.
That doesn't sound great at all.
And
Maybe it's
there's
like a
one
rich,
of the scents right
maybe
there.
Maybe it's a rich
good.
mahogany or something.
Yeah, you just look at the names of those.
Okay. Yeah, zoom out on that picture. Okay, so what else?
Uh-huh.
There's a vanilla one.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
There's a minty one.
Minty?
I'm not reading this one.
No, don't
no,
do.
No.
Wow.
Passion pitch.
So who is the target?
Is it like prior to when
This
you
is the
learn?
okay, so you're showing me a picture
Yeah.
of 4 different scents, and there's only one of them that I can't read
Right,
on the air.
that's true. Yep.
The other one.
I think the other ones have meanings, maybe.
But guess what? We're talking about it. So
That's
We're
right.
talking
It's great
about it.
marketing.
They're
and
doing
again,
their job.
It's maybe a niche market, maybe a little. I said to someone, it's like, do we do like a little
You're gonna stock
pedophile
up.
section?
You're gonna stock up the boys scent here at Sullivan Hardware and
We are
Garden,
not.
you're saying,
We
yeah?
are not. I
pass
did
on
not. I took the photo and stayed out of the showroom.
Pat, a little bit off topic, but I was just talking to my friend about how you guys get ready for Christmas.
Yeah.
And just like the operation and how cool it is. How early do you guys get ready?
You know what? They start sorting and pricing in late June.
Okay.
So it's begun.
So
it is.
has begun.
Yes.
Christmas in July.
It is begun, and right now we're on a lot of tariff issues with Christmas this year.
Are you?
Yeah. So we have 8 containers of artificial trees. We have 6 of them are booked before the April or August 12th at 30%, and then 2 are at risk. That if the president says 150%,
Who
we will
knows?
just
Yeah,
we'll just
up in
push
the
them
air.
off the ship at that point.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, no thanks. But so
Interesting.
it's very that with a lot of talk at the big trade shows was all tariffs.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hashtag Ask Pat. What we got? 239-1070. You want to answer some calls? Right?
It's your show, John. I'm just here to-
239-1070. Hashtag Ask
You
Pat.
told me I was here to kill a segment.
No.
That's what you
I
said.
love it too. And we're giving.
That's what these.
We're giving away a meat thermometer.
That's what these TV girls told me too.
Meat thermometer.
Yeah.
Both working Sunday morning. It's like,
No.
hey, you're just here to kill a segment.
No, we never said that. I actually said that's like one of the few segments that I was like really into and listen like on the edge of my chair, on the edge of my seat.
You're talking to the gift and hobby girls.
Well, you guys could win the meat thermometer. Would you guys like one of those?
I have a couple. They belong to Josh because I don't do any of the cooking.
I don't cook. Yeah,
I walked right
I
into
cook
that
a lot.
I purposely set them up for that. I thought that was going to be a funny response either way. Even if it was not, and that was really good. Josh has a couple
Josh
of those.
owns a couple.
I laughed at that. I did. So, meat thermometer, anybody? Look, come on.
I almost said something, and I'm getting
Yes.
smarter as
I know you
work
are.
with you. I'm
That's
like, don't
good.
say that. That's going to come out wrong.
Well, explain to them what a meat thermometer is, Pat.
I don't think I need to, but I will tell you that meter that we're giving away today, if you have friends, there's a 4-pack.
Oh, really?
Where, and then each steak, each piece of meat
There you
can
go.
have their temperature taken.
There you go,
And you can just
JMV.
watch on your phone, and then you will know when your friend's meat is done.
So, I want to start right here with mine. Hashtag Ask Pat question. I noticed this yesterday. I was at an IGA in Bedford.
Really?
And they had not brisket, but they had like flank steak and something a little bit. What are the? Is that as good as brisket to smoke?
No.
No.
Yeah, it's different.
Not at all. Well, like
I thought
what
that was
else?
always
What
like for
else beef?
stew.
What else
Yeah.
beef besides brisket can you smoke?
Well, you can smoke anything. I mean,
Put it in your pipe.
You
Yeah.
literally can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's low. Actually, smoking because it's low and slow. I would think some of the cuts of meat that aren't considered as good as others, like the brisket, would actually be better smoked than thrown on a grill at 350 degrees.
Huh.
Because it tender, it's a little more. It makes it a little more tender. That slow cooking.
All right. So how are things going with your smokers right now? Are they moving?
Going good. We just took on the Yoder line of smokers, and those are American-made in Kansas City.
Okay.
They come competition. There's competition carts where like when you get out and unload for the competition, you can roll over on any surface. It's very cool. The Grill Palace is semi-open right now. It's our new grill area. at our Keystone location.
The Grill Palace.
The Grill Palace. Yes.
Oh.
Brent Holvers is a grilling
Chandeliers
guy.
are going
you a
up.
grilling guy too, buddy?
I am, absolutely.
Like, where do you start with yours? Just regular grill?
I start outside on the grill.
Outside on the grill.
And then put the meat on it, and then I
Right
cook
on.
it. I'm more of a touch and feel kind of guy because I like my medium rare, so I got a good feeling point.
Not a smoker, though?
Not a smoker.
Okay.
Not a smoker. No. That's a lot of time. I don't have time.
It
That's
is
my
a
problem.
rite of passage, and you do have to have a little bit of time unless you have a Traeger, right? And then you just kind of set it and forget it.
You're talking about me personally?
Yeah.
We have chefs in our. I mean, we smoke.
No.
We smoke brisket all week long at Sully's Grill.
There's a difference between the big green egg smokers out there, where you have to stay on top of that son of a gun all the time, right?
Sure.
Whereas with the Traeger, it like sends stuff to your phone and you just do it, whatever.
Well,
there's
the same equipment for a big green egg as well that'll send it to your phone. But you know what?
Oh, I
when you
didn't know
get
that.
the
Okay.
egg going, it is slow and low, and you just let her go.
And you have Egg Fest coming up here.
We do have Egg Fest. We have, matter of fact, we're in event season. A week from tomorrow is what I wanted to call Lamalation, which is a poor man's jubilation. But I was voted out, and it's called Evening in the Garden. And we have a lot of Broad Ripple restaurants. And I'll forget. You guys ever go to Cholita?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's great.
Cholita will be there. What's my other favorite? Fernando's.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be there. Broad Ripple Seafood. No, Broad Ripple Seafood Shop. Is that what it is? Someone was supposed to send me a list.
Will there be llamas
And they did not.
Is there?
I'm sorry?
Can you smoke seafood, by the way?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Not
if that
for
would
as
work,
long.
would it?
Not for as long as you're gonna.
Yeah.
So, but there's a lot of Broad Ripple restaurants and a few other places, and so it's like I say, it's a lot of fun. We got a great band. If I knew the name of it, I would tell you who that was too.
Now, when is the date of that?
It is a week from tomorrow.
Okay.
So a week from Saturday, and you can buy tickets at sullivanhardware.com. It's just a lot of fun. Then we have Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show will be up at Allisonville.
Very funny guy.
Very good. If you have not seen Pat, I would highly recommend. And that, we call it Comedy in the Garden. Then I realize a lot of people might think it's outside. It's in our air-conditioned event center.
Good to know.
I realize it's like, Pat's not that funny.
Not for
Smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon.
Yeah, you can smoke salmon.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah, on the
On a
wood
cedar
plank.
plank.
But I don't think of that as like a 14-hour.
I don't know.
cook.
Yeah, it's like a couple of minutes. Hashtag Ask Pat 239-1070 is the number. I did have a hashtag Ask Pat for you right here, Pat. Regarding landscape, what's the most popular form of landscaping right now? Somebody asked me the other day, rock, rubber, wood chips. What's the most popular of the landscaping?
Dyed shredded mulch.
Is that it?
Yeah. And I thought maybe you were talking about what's the most popular landscape as far as plants, and that would be plants that stay small. There's the genetic is plants because, our parents all, they planted their front thing and then it just overtakes the house.
Yeah.
So now it's they have plants that'll stay 2 to 3 foot tall and 2 to 3 foot wide, and everyone's
you don't have to
happy.
cut them down in 30 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I had small plants that died in the wintertime. Does that happen?
Yeah,
Scott Levy.
Probably
Scott
because they
Levy?
were geraniums.
Scott Levy is the guy that set up my landscaping from Sundown and from Miss M's. And I had like 3 or 4 plants. I didn't know if that was my fault or if that was just a wintertime. That could be harsh.
You know what? Depending on what it is, on the first year, because of the harsh winter winds, they can really damage some plants. So, you know what? Sundown is set up the same way we are at Sullivan Hardware and Garden for warranty. Just take it back to Lowe's.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, I got a lot of things I have to replace.
Lowe's gets so mad when I say that.
Hashtag
Just a joke.
Hashtag Ask Pat or 239-1070 is the number. We got Pat Sullivan, the ladies, Brent. I'm John, live from O'Reilly's downtown, and John joins us at 239-1070. John, welcome to the show. Ask Pat.
Hey, great show. And Pat, you're not a segment killer. I like your segments.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Why do I always hear a toilet flushing in the background after my segment is done? Because I think the anchor might have slipped away to the bathroom.
Oh, well, my question for you, Pat, is I want to buy a Traeger grill but I don't want to buy the $8,000 one or whatever it is. But what do you recommend? A good middle of the road.
You know, they have so many models now, but you can go all the way to the Pro that is just kind of the original one, and they've gone up some because of tariffs, but there really is a lot of reasonable price Traegers. But they just came out with a new series that it was mid-price. But no, you don't have to. I'm trying to think of the very top of the line that is a few $1,000s, but no, you can get something under $1,000 for sure.
Do you recommend the one that has the Bluetooth, or what do you think?
I think it makes it awful convenient, but it is kind of weird, like when we have to go out on a grill repair, and the problem is the grill won't sync up to the Wi-Fi. It's like, yeah. So, but no,
Okay.
we really don't have too much trouble, and we have good guys that can take care of any issue you have. But yeah, I do find that the wireless is a huge advantage. It's just nice to be able to sit there and drink a beer and look at the temp and all that without getting up.
Exactly. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
John,
All right,
thank
man.
you
Thanks,
very
John.
much for the call. And hashtag AskPat or 239-1070. Speaking of hashtag AskPat, Jeff Dickerson wants to know what's a good insecticide to spray on my peach trees. Hashtag AskPat. Pat Sullivan.
You know what? Your peaches should have been.
Millions of peaches. Peaches
Yeah.
for free. Who sings that? If anybody knows that right now, I will buy them a drink through Brent. Who sings the song
May I
Peaches from the
continue?
1990s?
So,
the presidents of the United States of America.
Really?
They brought you lump.
I'm sorry.
They
I think
also
you've-
brought you peaches.
I think
Yes.
you've lost
Okay.
everyone in the audience.
Nah, they all get it.
Okay. All right, good.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
well, anyway, I get in trouble for putting the S on anyways.
Anyways is incorrect.
Yes,
A lot of
yes.
people make that mistake.
Yeah, and a lot of our listeners aren't silent about it.
It happens.
Yes, they do. But you know what? There's a fruit tree spray. The thing is, if you haven't sprayed already, it's probably too late.
Okay.
So in the spring, you would use a dormant spray before they leaf out. And then after that, you start every 3 to 5 weeks with a cover spray. And you would do that all the way through the season. But if you haven't done anything to it, I would probably not worry about it at this point because you cannot reverse those diseases.
There you go, Jeff. Ladies, any questions for Pat?
I have a question. Everybody who I talk to, myself included, ants.
Do you
is
talk
a
to yourself?
Really, I'm experiencing this, Pat.
Yes.
Ants are a really big problem this year.
Yes, they are.
And I thought
Especially that one you have down in Greenwood.
oh my gosh, you stop that.
I love her.
Yeah, she's a sweetie.
She is. Go ahead.
What do you recommend
So-
that's not poisonous to our pets?
Okay, so I would get the little traps, and they're baited traps. Your animals can't get into them because you literally just twist the plastic, and the ants, it's almost fascinating. You put them against areas where you see one or two, and you put that right up against the baseboard, and they just, it'll look like a big black blob of thousands of ants.
Really?
Waiting in line, and they take that bait, and they go back, and that will kill them.
And I can put that out in the open, like for my
Yeah, you
dog and my cat. They won't get to it.
Yeah, but I guess I would be a little careful just because they're not that big. Unless the animal is going to actually chew on them. So
Yeah.
I guess you would have to be careful with that.
I don't know what it is this year, man. I've never
it's
had a problem,
crazy.
and everybody who I talk to is like, "Oh, I have ants."
I know, and people
change
feel
the trash
bad. They
more
feel
often.
like, hey, it's something I'm doing. I'm not cleaning properly. It's like, no, it's just
Yeah.
they are out there.
It's cookie crumbs everywhere in Glaro's house.
Yeah, all the ice cream.
Oh yeah,
All the ice
spills
cream.
on the
Grater's
kitchen
ice cream.
floor. Hey.
Uh-oh.
Was I not supposed to say
Graters.
that?
Excuse me.
Yeah, what is it? I'm sorry.
Handles.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You know what?
You
You know
knew
what?
better. Did you not know better? Is that not
Well,
a mistake?
since you moved to Channel 8, I just don't keep up with you anymore. Because you're really not part of the team anymore, so I forget,
I know.
Pat Sullivan,
I am
Hardware
so
and
sorry.
Garden.
Tell your parents I'm so sorry.
You
Will you ever forgive me?
I'll forgive you.
Tomorrow morning, 9 until 1, and our friend Fulton is going to be in studio with his
Fulton
ukulele.
will be there.
Yes, that's awesome. Pat, thanks for coming
I'm really
down, man.
sweating now all of a sudden.
I know it. A little hot in here.
Need some Handles ice cream.
Still get out
There you go.
Thank you.
Nice recovery.
Really?
I actually thought you did that on purpose because most people do.
This one does.
You don't know.
This one.
Never.
I mean, we don't know each other that well. I'm an
Never.
idiot. All right.
No, you're not.
Thanks, Pat.
All right. See you
Thanks,
guys.
Pat Sullivan right there, the Emmy Award winners coming back. Brent Halverson coming back. Tom Crane, top of the hours.
Just go to Lowe's for all of your.
Ow! That's a zinger right there. That was
He took his
Glaros.
headset off. He didn't hear you.
Glaros is a smart ass, man. Let me tell you. O'Reilly's downtown. We'll take a break because Pat Sullivan is salty on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
is the Bet365 Command Center. Get your race updates here all month long and make sure to enter for your chance to win $500 by predicting the winner of this year's race on July 27th. Go to 1075thefan.com to enter. Now, here's your 2025 race update brought to you by Bet365.
No, let's talk it up. Next weekend is going to be all about racing. We know this is the epicenter of fun down here right now, but next weekend is about the Brickyard 400 on Sunday, Xfinity Series on Saturday, and so much going on, qualifying and more. Next weekend with the Brickyard 400, Joey Logano joins me on this show coming up on Monday, by the way, too, in the 4 o'clock hour. The NASCAR folks in Dover this weekend, too. But next week, the Brickyard 400, Joey Logano's coming up on Monday's show with 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
The Ride with JMV.
Stand by, Stryker. We're going to the tower. Good luck. We're going to the tower.
The tower? The tower? Rapunzel! Rapunzel!
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
This is so stinking true from Bill Reynolds here. Good to hear that Lindsay and Gina are back on the show. I'm sure the afternoon show ratings have dipped since they haven't been on in quite a while. Well done getting the gang all back together again. That's Gina, that's Lindsay. They're here.
It's great
Bless
to see
his
you
heart.
guys.
All right, let's raise the bar a little bit. Brent Halverson of Heaven Hill Distillery 2 O'Reilly's downtown for a special occasion, including WNBA All-Star Weekend.
Great weekend downtown. I just saw an Angel Reese truck roll by. Did you see that? I wonder if she actually said, "Hey, I got to. That's Indianapolis."
Well, advertising
this is the
truck.
vision. Put
Yes,
this on this truck.
put this on a truck and drive around downtown Indianapolis.
Truck.
That's awesome.
This weekend too. Are you going to take part in any of the festivities?
I'm going to check things out a little bit.
You and I are going to. I can't mention where we're going to go after this, but like a soft.
You can't.
There's
yeah. No,
I told you guys. Yeah, I can't say anything.
There's a new exciting spot going to be opening downtown,
and we're going to be there sooner rather than later.
Absolutely right. Looking forward to that. And we will be doing a show down the road here relatively soon. We'll be able to talk about.
Yeah. So.
I can't wait. That was like the most exciting part of my summer, like finding out where we're going to be on Thursdays and then getting to go to all these different spots that,
fun.
Quite frankly, I'm like, I haven't been there forever, or I've never been, and get to experience some new places. So
Tavern tour.
The Tavern
for
tour.
July coming up next week.
That's next Thursday. We'll be at where are we going next week?
Taylor's.
We're going to Taylor's on
Greenbrier
location. Yeah, so Taylor's, the original Taylor's at
over by Brebeuf.
But then, yes,
which I shouldn't say it that way. I should say over by St. Vincent's.
That by yes, correct.
Yeah. I say, hey, we're over by the high school.
But we do have a few things coming up. That's going to be fun. So that's next Thursday, and then we're going to roll right into the Weekend Bender, which is also coming up at the Labor Day Weekend Bender at Mystic Waters Campground.
Good.
The
I have an RV this year.
You
were
do.
there with
Awesome.
last
Yeah,
week.
you were.
Or last year. I can't believe it's been a year.
It's been a year.
It has.
That was
Coming
so
up,
fun.
that's
Remember,
the 29th and 30th.
Torrential downpour. It was a time.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and just talk it up like that again?
No, it was great.
Remember,
we had the best time.
Yeah, what? You did have a great time.
Yeah, it was like towards
Yes.
like it was the end of the night. But
Oh, good, I'm free that weekend. We're in.
Perfect. Love it.
Did you know that I'm actually a precursor to the Weekend Bender on Labor Day weekend, the third annual JMV takeover at Mystic Waters Campground in Pendleton? I am doing a live JMV takeover at the State Fair on August the 9th.
Are you really?
You are.
Look what's happened out of that first time.
That's
now
how that all got created.
And then you did the 500. You had the 500.
And the first one, it was nerve-wracking. The experience on the first one, it was nerve-wracking.
We had a little running around trying to make sure we had some.
We did, but now I know how to do it. I know how to do it easy.
Seasoned veteran.
For
Where
everybody.
are you going to be at the fairgrounds?
That's a damn
Do you
good
know
question.
yet?
I don't know. The State Fairgrounds someplace. I don't know if I'm on the stage, hey, Billy, or if I'm going to be off to the side. You going to come and join us?
Well, yeah, on the 9th.
You should.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm also free that night.
Have both of you guys requested
You know what? Our
songs?
social lives.
Now that I'm married, I don't do anything.
I know. When you
no
guys,
life anymore.
It's like when we're like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden we have a really happening social life. Yeah, I got to go here.
No, I love the State Fair, and I love all of these new things that's going to be implemented this year. They're bringing back the circus.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
They're bringing up a key lime pie milkshake.
Ooh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
What's that pickle drink? That looks really good. I mean, it's always pickles, right?
What is that pickle
See,
drink?
It actually looked pretty good. It was like a spicy pickle drink. It looked great.
Okay.
So Corey Kinney says, tell Gina that Aria, that's his daughter, and I smashed some handles last night.
Aw,
right.
thanks, guys.
There's the picture right there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, she's at our Fisher's location.
She is.
Hi, Aria. She's so
Look
cute.
at that.
Well, thanks, guys.
Corey's
hey,
a
I gotta
good
get
dude.
a plug. National Ice Cream Day is
You
on
should plug it.
Sunday. It's also our 80th anniversary. So we're doing some specials, free ice cream, small cake cone sugar cone dish with every quart. So we're celebrating all day for National Ice Cream Day.
When is this?
Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and our corporate, we've been 80 years this July. So crazy.
I love
Wow,
your family. You
that's
know that, don't you?
Thank you. And they love you.
They're awesome. I love going down
I'm so glad that you guys have met. It took forever, I feel like.
You did.
Yeah.
I found my way
'Cause you
over
were
there and did a great job.
Bring Papa and Mama Girls out. And I try. They don't
like that stuff.
They don't wander. They stay in their bubble.
A little bit wild out where we go. I completely understand that. So, hey, Brent, what are we going to be doing here later on tonight? Tamika Catchings on the show a little bit earlier. The podcast at 1075thefan.com. The backdrop, of course, the WNBA All-Star Weekend going on here. O'Reilly's our location and a celebration of Tamika's foundation this evening.
Catch the Stars, yeah. It's going to be starting at 7 o'clock, I believe, and I think they've got about 150 RSVP'd. I think it's up for 200 people, so I think there's a little bit of space. If you want to get down here and get her early, might be able to nestle in. It's going to be a great thing. Raise some money for a great cause. You heard Tamika, which was awesome being able to talk to her.
That was great,
right?
yeah.
Hear her talking about what she's doing, what they're being able to fund with that. And Lisa, who is putting on this event, is going to join us here in the next probably half hour or
Yeah,
so.
Lisa's going to join us. Joel's
going to join us here in a few minutes. He's
Yeah.
making some specialty cocktails he's going to talk about, too.
Joe Childers is over there. Is Joe going to make an appearance on this show a little bit later? Hey, you got to shout out to Mike. Mike fixed my cam sensor on Monday. I didn't know what the hell that thing was.
What's a cam sensor?
That's what I said too. I just called Mike going, damn it, my car it's actually Blake's car that I bought Blake a car.
You did?
I did. I went over.
He can drive now?
Somebody, he doesn't have his license yet, but he's about ready to. I'm driving it right now. But he, I drove by a car that was for sale on the road, and I said, I will give you $7,000 right now if I can drive that away. And I gave the guy $7,000, and I drove it away.
Didn't even ask him what he was charging for. You just said,
I
I'll give you
didn't give a
$7,000.
damn.
He's like, I was asking
Here's
for, so that's
$7,000,
great.
and I'll take it. and I got Express Pro Tire and Auto helped me out a great deal. Mike on the south side of US 31 and stop 11. He keeps the truck going, which is at 370,000 miles right now, and is working on Blake's as well. But a cam sensor, no idea what that was. It is a cam sensor.
Cam sensors are tough.
We're going to come back with Joel on the other
He's
side.
going to join us right after this, absolutely. We'll
All
get him all headset there.
O'Reilly's downtown. We would love to see you. There is so much going on downtown. You will not want to miss it. Between the WNBA All-Star Weekend that starts today and IBE, you have a concert later on tonight. That's SWV. You guys remember SWV from the 90s? Sisters with Voices?
Yeah.
Weak. I'm So Into You. How about Cameo? Word Up. That song, right?
Just keep going. Keep
Keith
going.
Sweat.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Make It Last Forever.
How does that song go?
Make it last forever.
Just like that.
Where's Mike Wells when you need him?
At the mic. At the mic later on tonight is the IBE show that Amp Harris, I know a friend of the show, is a part of. There's
Love
so
Amp.
much
Isn't he great?
going on. He is a great dude. We'll come back with Joel. And again, if you're out and about downtown, we would love to see you at O'Reilly's, especially with the Catch the Stars Foundation. What we're going to do to raise money for Tamika Catchings Foundation a little bit later on. Joel will explain, and Tom Crean joins us coming up at the top of the hour. How legit is the possible return of his former player, Victor Oladipo? We'll talk about that. And the Pacers in Summer League. And the Pacers transition now from the offseason, which we have found there will be significant changes. Tom Crean, top of the hour. Don't go anywhere. 93.5, 107.5 The Fan.
The Ride with JMV.
Son, you got a panty on your head. Just drive fast, eh?
93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
Shout out to Dave and Ethan being here, too. It's my man Debs, the engineer. James back in the studio. This is Dirk Bentley. Tomorrow night,
Alabama.
Ruoff Music Center. Sing it.
Alabama. Did a good time in the slammer. What was I thinking?
I'm hanging out with this guy tomorrow in Greenwood. Dirks Bentley.
You'll have fun together.
Big Red Liquors.
Yeah.
He's
Cast
incredibly
strength.
famous.
Is it really?
He's incredibly well known.
Who's more handsome, me or Dirks Bentley?
You, obviously.
There you go. Atta girl.
I have no input. He's a handsome cat.
He is.
Come on now.
49 years young.
That music
I
video
changed
of
my hair
him
for you
on the
guys and all that
plane.
crap. Come on now. Come on.
Okay. Also, yeah.
Yes.
I've seen the hairdo on pictures on social media, but this is the first time that I've seen it in person. Looking good.
I'm telling you. Hey, Brent, the girls made me change my hair.
Looking good.
You had to get rid of the
I caved to peer pressure.
Look sharp.
Thank you, buddy.
They treat you well.
They
treat you well.
They have good advice
Stick with
right
us.
there.
We know what we're doing.
I have good advice
We
right
would not
there.
lead you astray.
Dirks Bentley, number 9 at 239-1070. You can go tomorrow night. By the way, Big Red Liquors, Cast Strength location, Fry Road, US 31 in Greenwood tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. I believe you can get a signature from one Dirks Bentley. We will be down there, and we'll have a handsome off. We'll see who's more handsome, me or Dirks Bentley, coming up tomorrow in Greenwood. I'll see you guys all there. I know who is automatically more handsome. It's Joel here at O'Reilly's downtown, which is our location today. Joel, I saw you so many times over the course of the Pacer playoff run, and here we are back again for WNBA All-Star Weekend.
Here we are, baby. How many times at 2 in the morning?
You've had a hell of a couple of months run here, haven't you?
It's been great for business. Great.
I mean, fantastic. So tell us a little bit about what's going on here tonight.
If I may chit-chat and chat around a little bit, sir. Charities are near and dear to my heart.
Yes.
Words I try to live by is help those who cannot help themselves. Things I've been through in my life. 5.5 years ago, I passed away twice. But I'm here, and I'm lucky.
Yes.
Amen.
Catch a Stars charity lives by that as well, helping youth, mentoring youth through sports. We're more than welcome to have them here.
That's great. That's a great story. Outstanding dude you are right there. So what are going to be the festivities going on here with Tamika Catchings and the foundation this evening?
We have about 100 people invited to this event. The big thing is we're raffling off some Tamika autographed jerseys, some basketballs, and stuff like that. It'll be very fun, very exciting.
That starts at 7 o'clock and runs a little while into the night?
About 6 to 10.
6 to 10, okay. All right. Well, we appreciate you having us here, man. This is exciting, right? For Indianapolis, we were talking earlier, there's not a better city that can host something like this, these big events we've had. NBA All-Star Game, now the WNBA All-Star Game, everything that's happening. You're right here, right across the street, literally a pitching wedge to Gainbridge.
Yeah.
So not a better place to come in, get some great food, great cocktails, which I've had a couple today. I noticed you dropped a couple more off here.
Got a couple new ones for
And
you.
I will tell you, anybody out there, come in here and try some of these wonderful cocktails that Joel makes. I've had the pleasure of knowing Joel for about 25 years. We've worked together in this industry, and just seeing everything you've done, man, has been awesome. And I cannot thank you enough for all the wonderful libations you've given me to try throughout these years.
25 years. We started hanging out when we were 6 years old.
That's right. Hey, well, we started young, right? We were once we got LDA, legal drinking age, we started really going after it. So,
go ahead, Gene.
Joel, yeah, you're a stone's throw away from Gainbridge. You said you've seen, experienced a lot of stories here. Is there one that comes to mind that sticks out that might be radio?
Absolutely.
Safe?
When I was in college in Chicago, it was during one of the Chicago Bulls runs, and I recall the excitement surrounding the city, surrounding Chicago Bulls. And I try to advise every Pacer fan I came across, enjoy every moment of this season. It may not ever happen again. For a lot of fans, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. We would be jam-packed in here, 175 people during a game, a home game. there would be probably 75 people outside on our patio looking in the windows, watching the game, cheering on.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Pennsylvania Street would be packed. The street would be closed after the game, just people cheering. And actually, Jalen Rose walked down the street one night, just walked right by. It was very exciting. And the Fever, for the last year and a half, 2 years, have been in the same tenor of the city. Just fabulous. I had an interview with the New York Times Magazine a year ago.
You did?
About
Last
such
year?
Things. Yes. They were in town checking out the scene. And with apologies to the previous decade and a half, I said, this is like having a new team here. It really is having like a new sports team. The excitement is just amazing. We see people every home game from around the country. New Mexico, Connecticut, actually people from Canada as well, coming to Indianapolis to watch this team. It's very exciting.
It is, and just feeding off of that, I mean, this weekend, I know it's not directly Fever related, but we have 3 Fever players going to be represented in the contest tonight and then the game tomorrow. What would you tell folks who are maybe on the fence about coming down here to downtown Indianapolis? What would you say to encourage them to get out and not only support, the ladies, but the city of Indianapolis?
Indianapolis does such a wonderful job putting on events. This reminds me, and I got to walk around this morning and check everything out. It reminds me of when we had the swimming qualifications for the Olympics 2 years ago. The city is decked out and very supportive of it. I'm very proud to be from Indianapolis, the way the city puts on events. It's very exciting.
Have you had a lot of big names coming through O'Reilly's?
Here's where we go with the stories now.
I know. I'm curious.
Yeah, my favorite story is Indianapolis native Brendan Fraser hung out here one time.
Really?
A great guy, a wonderful person. Yes, he was here for quite a while.
Was he really? And he won an Academy Award for the whale.
For the whale. Yeah.
Years past, a lot of
He's Encino Man, too, by the way. I know him more from that.
Years past, we would have a lot of players and coaches of the Fever hanging out in here. They can't do such things anymore with their popularity, but getting to know Lynn Dunn and a few of the players is lifelong friends. They're very good people.
Yeah.
It's been very fun.
That's outstanding. And it's always great to hear good stories, too, right? And they're still in the process of being made. Speaking of great things being made, what did you bring me over here? Talk to us a little bit about this, and we're going to do a little sampling around the table.
They're so pretty.
The cocktail in your right hand, Brent, is Luna Zoo, the fabulous Luna Zoo tequila.
Where's
beautiful, beautiful.
Johnny's kind of empty right here.
Yeah. We'll get you
That's
one.
problematic.
We got some new cocktails that he's bringing by. He's going to tell us real quick. So we got Luna Zoo tequila.
Put yours down, Jane.
I'm sorry. God dang.
Here, hold mine.
There, that's the.
No, that's okay. You got it. You hold it in there.
It's for the camera.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Even more.
I made a syrup with red leaf cactus. Got some red leaf cactus.
Cool.
Made a syrup out of it. Try it out.
Wow. That's purple.
Oh, wow. Still tastes the tequila, but it's
Love
got
it.
Wow. Red leaf cactus.
And I'll do this one real quick.
Yes. All right. That is outstanding. What do we have in this unit?
Exquisite Elijah Craig bourbon with Hawaiian caramel syrup.
Hawaiian caramel syrup. What
Nice.
makes caramel syrup Hawaiian?
It says it on it.
It's
on the bottle.
Well, let's see what we got.
Hey, Joel, thank you very much for having us today. And Catch a Star Tamika Catching Foundation event coming up later on tonight, buddy.
Always a pleasure to see you guys.
Love you, brother. You know that.
Joel, thank you, my
Joel,
friend.
right
Thank you for
there.
everything, brother.
Joel, thank you very much. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Gina, Lindsay, Brent, and John, Tom Crean set to join us coming up on the other side. There's a lot to get to basketball-wise with Tom. He's going to join us. Lisa here with the Tamika Catchings Foundation is going to join us as well a little bit later on. In fact, we go until 6:20 or so. Do not miss a second. Hang with us. 93.5, 107.5 The Fan.
The Ride with JMV.
Here's Johnny. Don't. David Letterman.
Hi, David. I'm Grandpa.
93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
Oh, thank you for joining us downtown. Oh, crank this up, James. Sorry nights. This would be Silver. Wham Bam Shangalang from 1976. See, there's nobody can do this like me. Hey, James, keep this up for a second. I love this song. Oh, hold on. Ooh, ooh. So I'm telling you, whatever on the JMV Takeover Saturday nights is the wildest, and I'm assuming this is going to get request. Coming up tomorrow night, B105.7, 6 until midnight, the JMV Takeover. O'Reilly's downtown today. Tamika Catchings a little bit earlier, of course. We talked about her foundation, what they're doing here later on tonight at O'Reilly's downtown. And WNBA All-Star Weekend. IBE, a summer celebration also going on in Indy. Gina Galeros is with us. Hello, Gina.
Hello, JMV.
Gina of Wish TV Channel 8. Lindsay Monroe of Channel 13 WTHR. Linz.
Thank you for having us back. It's been too long. We won't let that drought happen again.
Brent Holverson, Heaven Hill Distillery, also here. Brent.
John, always a pleasure, my friend.
Let's welcome in on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline, friend of the show, the former Hoosier coach, the ESPN college and now NBA analyst, was at Summer League and more. Tom Crean joins us. I hope you got all the names right, Tom, because we have a cast of thousands with us this afternoon.
Oh, I'm listening closely, but I'm waiting for you to continue to sing. I can wait 5 more minutes if you want to sing more of the song.
Oh, man. Well, see, I do this as a side gig, Tom, every Saturday night, an all-request show on B105.7. It's a music station, and I'm actually there live, and I take requests, and we go 70s, 80s, and 90s, and that's the type of stuff that comes along right there. So it's my enjoyment for radio and my enjoyment of being with people in radio, which is always a fun time, and that never stops, especially when you come on the show.
Well, I appreciate it. No, it's great. You're having a lot of fun in there. I can tell. I can definitely feel it through the phone.
It's what we want right there. Hey, I want to start with this. Were you at Victor Oladipo's workout in Vegas, Tom?
No, unfortunately, I wasn't, and I didn't get to see that. I was working, but I know he was excited about it. I know he was excited to get in front of people, and I think he was pretty confident walking out of there because I think he's done. I know that he's always been a worker. There's no doubt about that. Always one of the greatest workers I've ever been around, but he works with such a purpose right now, and I think he's got such a chip on his shoulder to show that he is fully capable of coming back and is answering every question anybody could have. So I know he was really confident going into it and after it.
I know you were out there, too. Could you gauge interest? Is there legitimate interest, NBA-wise, on seeing his return and maybe finding a spot as far as personnel on a team someplace?
Well, I really didn't talk to teams about that, and I was so locked into what I was doing with television and with preparation in the games that I really wasn't in the building a lot. I did NBA radio on Friday night, and then pretty much outside of watching my son, who's with the Mavericks, I really didn't see a lot of other games unless I was doing them. So I didn't talk to many people, but I know he is feeling somewhat confident. I wouldn't say he's ever one of those guys that makes assumptions, but I think the response from it, I think people, number one, first and foremost, without question, number one, and it's a far place from number two, is how healthy he is. And everything that I could gather is that he has answered that. And I have talked to a couple teams since I got done in Vegas. And everything I can gather is that was the number one thing people wanted to see. They wanted to see what his body looked like. They wanted to see his movement. And I think he probably surprised people with that. And I think they are seeing where his skills are. And I think that's the bottom line. But they want to know that health is where it needs to be for him to endure a season. And I think he's answering that.
Go Go ahead, Linz.
All right, well, I'll switch gears a little bit and go back to some IU basketball. One of your former assistants, Kenny Johnson, playing a big role in recruiting for this upcoming season, and obviously saw a lot of turnover when it comes to IU basketball for this upcoming season. What do you have any correspondence with Kenny, and kind of what's your confidence in how the new staff is doing for recruiting this year's upcoming team?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I check in with Kenny. He checks in with me. Drew Adams was on one of my early staffs, and he's one of the main assistants there. So I talked to him. It's more texting, but I'm very confident with those guys. I don't know Darian really at all. I've met him, but I don't know him, so I can't really comment on him as a coach other than what I've seen, on film and watching what he does, which I think is really good. But Kenny is relentless, and Kenny's a relationship builder, and Drew Adams is relentless as well. And everything I've heard about Rod Clark, I don't know Rod Clark very well, but he worked for one of my former coaches in Steve McLean, who's now at Tennessee. And if you work for Rick Barnes, you're going to be a high-level guy and coach. And so I think that staff is really in a good spot. They've got a ton of money to operate with. They've obviously got incredible tradition and everything that goes inside of that. And I like the style of play that Darian DeVries has had in the past. And I think if you're going to win in that league, like any great league, you got to have really good depth. You got to have enough guards and bigs. But you got to have high-character guys that embrace where they're at, because playing at Indiana is not as easy as just, hey, I'm just going to show up and I love basketball, so I'm going to play. Like, you got to understand, you got to have real maturity to play at Indiana, because there's a lot of attention that everybody gets there, and it's not easy. And you've got to understand your work ethic, how you treat your teammates, how you approach your schooling, but really, how do you embrace how much the fans love the program? That takes maturity, and I think Kenny and Drew being there before, I think they understand that.
Hey, Tom, Brent Holverson here. First off, thank you for taking the time to join us today, and big fan here. A couple of little questions for you here. All right, who's one player that you've coached that surprised you in the most, not only how they develop, but both on and off the court? Anybody stand out, maybe even IU-related more so than the other teams?
Well, I think it would be Victor. I mean, Victor Oladipo, because I had OG targeted as a pro after 3 years and maybe 2. And obviously, if he doesn't get hurt that second year, he's a lottery pick, and he's had a phenomenal career. But Victor had one scholarship offer. And there's a lot of people that act like they're recruiting him now. All these years later, they weren't. He had one visit. We were the only visit. And we just saw something in him. I really believe he could be a pro. I totally believe that, no matter who was recruiting him. But to see the way that he elevated his game and to see how he handled the school, I mean, we're talking about a guy that was a 3-year graduate at Indiana, and a few weeks later, he's the second pick in the draft. And just the level of improvement that he made. He went from shooting 14% from 3 in the Big Ten as a sophomore to 47% from 3 in the Big Ten as a junior. And just that level of work would just knock you out. I mean, he just was nonstop. So as far as charisma, and if you've been around, you remember this, he walked out in the Hoosier Asterias and could sing in front of 17,000 people, right? And no lip sync, like legitimately sing. So you're getting a kid with charisma. You're getting a hungry kid. But to know that we were getting that, there was no way we would have known he could be that good.
That's so awesome, and it was so fun to watch him grow too, right? I mean, and hats off to you for getting him to that level, and it's exciting to see what he's doing right now. So, hey, last question. Is there a situation that'll bring you back to coaching, or are you pretty happy doing what you're doing in the broadcasting booth right now?
Oh, no, I'm always willing to come back if it's the right situation. I try to make sure that I'm locked in every day to getting better at it, right? Like studying the game, and that's what TV does for me. It allows me to stay absolutely current with everything that's going on, and radio does that, certainly with the draft. And then I actually even spent some time at some camps. I worked at camp in Houston for Nike that had rising ninth graders, and then I helped run the coaching program for the NBA Top 100 camp in early June in Rock Hill, South Carolina. So I totally stay locked into the players, the agents, which the agents are as important or more important than the coaches right now. So, like, I totally stay locked to that. I'm open-minded, but I'm also – I feel like if I'm getting better every day with what I'm doing and something comes across differently the next day, I'd be absolutely ready for that. So my energy's high. I've already got 5 miles in today. I'm good.
That's awesome, man. I absolutely love to hear it. That's great.
He's Tom Crean on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. Last time you and I chatted, it was prior to Summer League, and I know you're out in Vegas covering Summer League, specifically on the Pacers. Your former team, Marquette. What did you think about Cam Jones, and then what did you think about Talon Peter? The reason why I bring both of those up, they're second-round selections by the Pacers, but I talked to both Richie McKay and Shaka Smart prior to the start of Summer League about them. And Tom, I'll be honest with you, I thought that both players in Vegas represented how their coaches described them to a T. You don't normally see that, but two guys that I felt out in Vegas over the past couple of weeks looked like they belong.
Well, and that's a great thing for the Pacers, because let's start with Johnny Furphy and Quentin Jackson and how much better they are. I mean, Johnny Furphy's getting better, like way better, and he's a perfect fit. I don't know if he's totally ready just yet for Rick's rotation, but he's going to have a real good chance to get in there eventually because he fits what they do in Indiana. But when you look at Talon Peter, and when you look at Cam is not as far away as a lot of second rounders. He's been extremely well coached. I said this on air. I've said this for a long time. He was the best layup maker in college basketball last year, and that's a real skill because he even did it there. He can get to the rim. He's very crafty. He's got a lot of different ways he can score. He's got a strong body. He's intense. He's competitive. He can defend. They've done a good job of mixing him at the point. So I think he goes into the season as maybe more of a combo guard. But what I like about what Shaka did with him is he was a shot volume guy, and now he's a true shot-making guy. Like, he takes good shots. He's got good range. He's got good form, and he will get after you defensively. Talon Peter is a unique athlete, and I think there's going to be nights that he's going to go into Pacer games when somebody's sitting or somebody's injured and knock off 4 or 5 threes because he's got great lift on his jump shot. He's a tremendous athlete. He can move without the ball. He's got a good, strong body. They're both going to get bigger, but I mean, going into this season, I mean, you like their bodies. And Talon Peter just looks like one of those guys that's very humble and hungry, but he's also not afraid of being where he's at. Like, I think I said this on air. I think there were other teams that were interested in him. San Antonio was interested in him. Milwaukee was interested in him. Detroit was interested in him. So even though he was a secret to the basketball world, as far as maybe the people projecting the draft, he wasn't a secret to the teams that had done their homework. And Ryan Carr deserves a lot of credit on that pick for the research he did and then the way that they picked him. I like both those guys. I just love the way the Pacers are developing their young players.
That is Tom Crean on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. Speaking of young players, the Barnhizer family, Mark, the head coach at Lafayette, Jeff, attended both Purdue and Auburn back in the 70s, is a longtime friend of mine. In fact, when I graduated, took over and coached high school, where I went to high school down in southwestern Indiana. Brooks Barnhizer is one of my all-time favorites. I don't know how much you caught of his play as a second-round selection in Vegas for OKC, but I thought as far as having a great summer league is concerned, Brooks Barnhizer had one of the better summer leagues across the board.
He did. It's funny. I met Mark and his wife on Saturday afternoon, and we had a good little visit. It was in the hallway there, and there's a ton of people. But I think what I didn't really realize as much, I knew he'd played injured, but I didn't know how long he had played injured during his last year at Northwestern. And as I said to his dad, I said, you have nothing to worry about. This guy's going to have a 10-year career. I mean, he's too tough, and he obviously gets picked by the right place. The jump shot is smooth. You know, every once in a while he needs a little more lift on it, a little more balance. That when you play that hard, when you can defend the post, when you can defend on the perimeter, he's strong. I mean, he's got some real tenacity. At Northwestern, he played in an excellent offense because there was a lot of movement to that, so he's going to fit a lot of different ways. I mean, I totally see why Oklahoma City drafted him, and I think when he's bigger than you think when you see him in person. You know, TV doesn't always do that justice to him. So I like where he's at, and I think that there's no question that he's going to have a long career, and deservedly so, and I think he's going to get better and better, and when he gets fully healthy, I think we're going to see even more athleticism and even more with that jump shot.
Hey, Coach, turning back to the Pacers, you've been pretty outspoken about losing Miles Turner. What do you think this? How do you think this affects our Pacers next season?
Well, and again, I don't want it to seem like I think Miles Turner's a heck of a player. I mean, I really do, and I mean he's got a lot better for Indiana. But I also don't think it's the end of the world when you lose him. First off, I think watching Jay Huff, he's going to be able to help. What they did with re-signing Jackson and what they have with Jay Huff fit exactly what Rick is doing with that team. They are running. They get out and run. And Jay Huff can not only run, he can be the trailer. So you're going to get some of that fill offensively. Now, the thing that they're going to have to be good, either one is Isaiah's athletically quick. He's not maybe as strong as Miles is. I just thought with Miles that they definitely, you're not losing a ton when it comes to pick and roll defense. If you can replace it now, I'm not saying you got to be able to replace it. And I also thought that you could get better defensive rebound on the ball. But when it comes to being a team defender, when it comes to being a shooter, when it comes to being a veteran that knew exactly what they wanted, it's hard to replace that. But it's not the end of the world when you lose a guy like that if you're the Pacers. And I'm still not of the belief that some want to be that it's a giveaway year because you lose him and you lose Ty Halliburton. I still think they're going to get better. I think the East is more open than people think, and most people think it's as wide open as it's been. So I think I do think they're going to need to get. I don't know exactly with their money. I still think they're under the cap, but they're going to have to get at least another a good big man that I think could be good for them in the pick and roll, an athletic big man, not necessarily one that can space the floor like Miles Kim, but one that can bring a little bit more defense and quickness and speed. And I think if they get that to go with Siakam, because that's what people can't forget. You still got Pascal Siakam over there who can do a ton of things. So I'm not ready to write the Pacers off next year at all. I think they're going to be better than people think.
I think so, too. Yeah, this is Lindsay, by the way. We need a rebounder. I think that's the biggest thing. It's like, what did Miles lack that we could find someone else to make up for? Rebounding has been the consistent thing that I have heard. I'll switch it off from basketball real quick. We'll go to the NFL. How do you feel about your brother-in-law, Jim Harbaugh, being back in the NFL with the Chargers this season?
Oh, I love it. I think he's doing a great job. I think he's brought the college mindset, which is really like a high school mindset, what he's done with the camaraderie, and I think he's taken that to the NFL. And I think what he's done is he's always galvanizing his players. You know, he's always, whether it's the next game, whether it's some type of mission that they're on, but he keeps it. It's hard work, but he keeps it interesting. He keeps it energetic, and at times he keeps it really fun. And I think that's what is so easy to lose sight of that when you're going up the ladder as a football player. It's business and pro and every adjective and term you want to use, that he gets away from that, and he keeps it really energized. And both Jim and John, my brother-in-law with the Ravens, are phenomenal at continuing to build sustainable relationships with their players. You know, like they can get on them and they can be hard on them, but they know where they're coming from, and they know it's because they want to win football games. They want to see them get better, but that they want to see them have excellent careers, you know, that go just beyond what they're doing immediately with them. So I think it's going to be great, and I wish they could meet in the Super Bowl again. They're going to have to beat one another to get to a Super Bowl. But I would hope that both of them have great years, and I know Jim is really happy to be back there.
So do you have like one of those jerseys that's like 3 teams now? You've got like a Colts / Ravens / Chargers jersey, so you root on all 3 for the season?
No, I don't have any jerseys. I don't think I have any jerseys. But I might. No, I think I used to have a Cardinals jersey. I don't think I have that anymore. No, I've never been the jersey guy, so I want a hoodie. I'll wear a hoodie, but that's about it. A T-shirt and a hoodie.
Hey, Tom, before I let you go, you mentioned Riley a little bit earlier in Dallas, and it goes without saying the excitement with Cooper Flagg. But a lot of people around here in Indy wanted to see the Pacers bring in Ryan Nembhard, who is the younger brother of Andrew Nembhard. He ends up in Dallas, and from what I was told, it was more of a choice going undrafted of Ryan Nembhard because he thought that was a nice fit. So I'm kind of curious. Comparisons to be made between the two brothers here, and is that a good choice for him in Dallas considering the circumstances where he can maybe find himself a niche and grow to the level in which we've kind of seen his older brother do here in Indy?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was, and I do think the Pacers are really interested in him, but he's not near Andrew yet. Andrew's maybe one of the most highest valued players right now at 19 or 20 million that there is in the NBA. He's just getting better and better, and I think people will see even more of that. They'll see more of that leadership. He's already as good a defensive guard as they have. If you put him with McConnell in that lineup, I think it's going to be good. And obviously, they're going to probably sign another guard, right? And so somebody that could either be a combo, you draft Cam Jones, that's more suited for what I think the Pacers need. For Ryan Nembhard to go there was a good move because they've done a great job with two ways. They had a player, Brandon Williams, that Riley ended up spending a lot of time with last year that went from being kind of an afterthought at the beginning, getting a two-way, and eventually got a 2-year deal. So they have a great development program in there for guards. They like him. They wanted him. They've been very happy with him, I think, early on, just from talking to Riley. And it's a good structure there because they really do utilize their two ways. They do bring up. And so I think it was probably a good business choice for Ron. You take one of the best point guards in the world out of the equation with Kyrie Irving, and there's a lot of room to go in there and compete, to make the big club or to be a guy that is moving up and down a little bit year to year.
100% agree with that. Hey, by the way, too, in a final quick mention regarding Miles Turner, the one thing that I always felt that the Pacers are going to miss, and I think it's obvious, the pick and pop, which, may not be as apparent without Tyrese Halliburton this season as it normally would be. But, hey, Tom, there's something about defending the basket. Even if you're not as good at defending the rim as you once were, you still bring a lofty reputation that those are aware of when you enter the lane. And I think that reputation is going to be one that will be missing, maybe not the entirety of the year, and maybe somebody brings, it to the table. But that defensive reputation, even if he doesn't do it to the click that he did prior, is something that I think that the Pacers are going to miss defensively with Miles gone.
Well, they're going to miss it based on their current roster. No doubt about that. Yeah. I mean, and you're right about that. And, he got better at things. He got better at helping recover. He got better at getting out to shooters. I mean, he's definitely deserving of the money. I'm not saying that at all, but I just looked at it like this is not a deal where they're all of a sudden hooked because they don't have that in it. But, obviously they do have to get somebody else that has that type. Because Jackson has that type of athleticism and speed, but he doesn't have that type of size, and he can't shoot it like that. Where Jay Huff is going to play hard, he's quicker than people think, he's going to fight you, he can run the floor, but he doesn't have that presence inside. So no question, they probably got something else on the horizon. And it's a long time before the season starts off. Remember, Karl Anthony Towns got traded for Julius Randle night before the season started. So it's a lot of things can happen. They got a very aggressive front office. They'll miss him. He earned his money. They helped him earn his money. But he helped take them to the NBA Finals. It's too bad they're not going to stay together. But, again, when you're that pace of play gives the Pacers – there's very few real edges in the NBA, but they have one with the way they throw that ball ahead and the way that they run. Because they don't throw it ahead some. They throw it ahead a lot. And that's a huge, huge edge. I don't want to call it a schematic advantage because anybody could do it, but it's a huge mindset advantage And I think Adam Huff and Jackson give them two guys that can really, really run the floor hard.
Well, and you bring up a great point. The team concept that you bring up and sharing the basketball, but everybody, Tom, and you know this to be true, everybody says, you know, I would love to run. I want to get out and I want to run until you have to do that on both ends. And then maybe you're not so good at it. And that's where I think this Pacer team, and I've said this all along and I agree with you, I don't think they're going to be nearly as bad or as downtrodden, I guess, as people would describe them going into this season and this season, as most would associate because of the loss of Halliburton and Miles. I think they're still going to be at a higher level of competition than most believe.
I agree with you, and I think the big thing for their team, now they may add somebody else, but the big thing for their team, there really isn't a Halliburton type of maybe legit scoring numbers like that. So those numbers, unless somebody emerges like Mathurin or Neesmith, but I don't see it that way. I think it's still going to be a team situation. The ball's got to move even better than it did. I mean, if there's one thing that has to happen, for sure with that team, it cannot stick. They've got to make sure they're getting open shots.
Yeah.
Because Halliburton obviously could break down and get a lot of things on his own, but he was also a tremendous three-point shooter. It's easy to forget. He had 9 points when he got hurt in that game on 3 threes, and it's like he could just keep backing up. But I think when you have a program like that that's got the mindset on both ends, I've said on your show before, Thomas Bryant said it numerous times to me, like the defense just got better and better during the year because the communication defensively got better. That stuff carries over. And you look at what they did after the All-Star break or after January 1, it's incredible. And I think they're going to be fine. I think that style of play, it's like we beat a lot of teams when we were good at Indiana because we would not stop running. We put rim pressure on people. We threw it over the top. Times when games got tight, maybe we didn't run as well. Maybe we didn't get as many stops. But when we could get the ball out, not only after misses, but after makes, especially when we had Yogi Ferrell and Jordan Hall, that ball flew. And I think that's exactly what their style of play is like. They look up the floor immediately. And I think that carries a lot of weight.
Tom, always a pleasure, man. I appreciate that. Have a great weekend, and we'll do it again soon. Love talking hoop with you. Thank you.
You guys, too. You guys all have a great weekend. It's great to talk to all of you. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
Tom Crean right there on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline.
That's awesome.
That was really good. It was.
He's a great dude.
Well done, everybody.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
Great answers are like the questions, great questions too, but man, just spot on. Like he's just on it.
Wealth of knowledge.
Yes, absolutely.
Ladies return, Brent returns, O'Reilly's downtown, the Tamika Catchings Foundation. We're doing a little celebration here as well. We'll explain. Lisa's going to join us to say more. My man Joe Childers is going to join us too. We got a lot more for you. Do not go anywhere. 93.5, 107.5, The Fan.
365 Command Center. Get your race updates here all month long and make sure to enter for your chance to win $500 by predicting the winner of this year's race on July 27th. Go to 1075thefan.com to enter. Now, here's your 2025 race update brought to you by Bet365.
Next weekend, Brickyard 400 in town. This weekend, Cup guys there in Dover. In fact, ARCA tonight, I think, right in Dover. Xfinity Series coming up tomorrow in Dover. Cup Series coming up on Sunday in Dover. The next week, Brickyard 400. Monday in the 4 o'clock hour, Joey Logano joins us on this show as we prep for the Brickyard 400 at IMS with 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
The Ride with JMV.
I don't know what the hell's in there. It's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
O'Reilly's downtown, everybody. Thank you all for joining us today. Tom Crane, podcast 107.5thefan.com. Pat Sullivan a little bit earlier. Tamika Catchings and her foundation, we'll talk about in just a second. Tamika a little bit earlier, too. Podcast 107.5thefan.com. Hey, WNBA All-Star Weekend. IBE Summer Celebration Weekend. Brent Halverson, are we having a blast at O'Reilly's downtown or what?
What a way to kick the weekend off. Beautiful Friday, wrap up the week. Beautiful weather outside. Beautiful people inside of O'Reilly's here. And what a great time, huh?
Lindsay Monroe, Channel 13's rocking with us.
So glad to be back. It's been too long.
Good to have you back.
Yeah, I'm so glad
look,
to
you
be
went
here.
off and got married, too, in the time you've been here
That's
since.
right. I got married. It's been great. I will not give credit to my now husband for some of those questions with Tom Crane in the last segment, but he's
Well
obviously a big
done.
IU basketball fan. And there were things that I also wanted to know.
I thought Gina came correct with a good question right there.
Yep, thank you, Josh.
She had no help.
Gina Claros of Wish TV Channel 8. Waiting on somebody else to
Yes,
get knocked up so you can take over their gig.
Oh, my goodness.
It's called maternity leave.
Maternity leave.
Just not get knocked up?
There's other people, too, that come and go, you know.
Hey.
She's here to stay.
Hey, are you good with weather just in case somebody over here?
Goodness.
Oh. Josh is going to love
Josh
that.
is listening right now.
Hey,
Did you
Josh,
hear
how are you,
that,
man?
Josh?
Come on now, Josh.
He is listening.
The knocking up stage. So you back in August on Wish?
Yeah, August 4th, that whole week, and then August 11th.
Who do you work with there? Scott Sanders? He still work there? Do you like Scott?
He does, yeah. We're actually, Lindsay and I both are going to be participating in the ALS Golf Charity Tournament hosted by Bob Kravitz. Scott Sanders is
Bob.
the MC every year on Monday, this upcoming Monday.
What's the little dude? Who else you work
Little
with?
dude.
The little dude.
Weather News.
Marcus.
He's a good
He's a
dude.
bald dude.
He's a good
Marcus Bailey.
dude.
Who's the little dude that you work? News guy.
Little?
What the hell's his name?
Short?
Well, who do you
I
work
don't
with? He's a
know.
guy.
I work different schedules because I'm freelance.
Oh, well, hell.
Is bald as well?
I can't remember. No, he's got hair. And he talks about baseball all the time.
Oh. Phil
Sanchez.
And he does. We talk about height a lot.
You ever call him dirty?
No. You stop that. He's very envious of people who are taller.
Of course you would.
He'll always mention people who are taller. It's like we work with this guy. His name's Ryan Morris. He's like, it's great to be tall.
Phil.
Oh, Phil has a lovely wife and a lovely family.
He's actually, you know what? On camera too, but off camera, he can cut up like he is so funny.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to be able to.
Yeah.
Over there, especially.
Everybody. Stop.
Because you don't know when the toilets are going to stop flushing over
They
there.
do-
Do they all
all of them
flush
do
over there and
flush
everything?
properly.
Okay.
Diane
I
has
heard
a-
some bad stories about maybe sometimes you flush it and it doesn't happen.
I have not had any.
I feel like that'd be more of a city of
personal-
Indianapolis.
Yeah, I feel like isn't that the problem, City of Indy?
Well, I will say this. Our building, sometimes you flush the toilet and it sounds like Doc Severinsen from The Tonight Show playing his horn.
It was so
So,
weird
yeah.
that one time that I went to your office. down
Hey,
at the
Dev, it's
Circle.
funny. They want $35 million for that building, too. That's laughable.
Do they really?
Yeah.
How much?
It's great location.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great location. Crappy building. Yeah.
Well, you can tear the building down. It's the property value that sustains.
Yeah, well, I think I love the building itself, but I don't know how they're going to get Dev, how are they going to get $35 million out of that? When you flush the toilet, it sounds like Herb Alpert's doing Rise in the background right there on the JMV Takeover.
Well, when are you moving?
October, Dev? Is that
Oh,
when
okay,
we're
you got
moving?
some time.
Yeah. Well,
Give or take.
Ish.
We gotta
I
go
don't
have a
know.
little more time on the rooftop before you officially move out.
Ooh, good call.
I'm sure they're
Do a
really
show from
discussing
up
that
there.
right
It's a
now.
nice little loft.
Can we do a show from the rooftop?
Huh?
Can we do a show from the rooftop?
That's next. Well, you can, but the next door. What's the International Hotel right there? It's got a rooftop place. It's awesome.
Yes.
Why don't we do a show there sometime?
Ooh. Give them a
Is
call.
it the International Hotel over there?
That sounds right.
I don't know what the hell.
Intercontinental.
Intercontinental.
Close.
Yeah.
Intercontinental.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fancy.
We can do that on top.
Yeah.
That'd be outstanding.
Wait, so
That'd be good.
when are you guys moving?
He said
well,
October.
October.
I heard October. Dev doesn't want to say.
And
I don't know when.
is this old news?
No, it's new.
Okay, where
Somewhat
You've
new.
missed a lot in the last 6 months. You know
Apparently.
that?
Where are you moving to?
Up right.
They're
diagonal from you guys, where Radio 1 is. They're redoing that building right
up on
there.
the north side there?
Yeah.
So we can harass
Well, like
you
10
whenever
of
Yes, you can walk right across the street.
I can come by. That one day that I came by to your I guess, what you call it, not studio.
Yes.
Studio.
Yeah.
Right.
For like real business.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so official and professional. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not used to seeing JMV
Oh,
in
yes.
like a very
I'm very
professional.
Did you think there was like a bar in there?
Would you like to come to my office?
Like a bartender, a server?
Lisa is here because Lisa is taking part in the Tamika Catchings Foundation
Yes,
coming up
Catching
later
the
on
Stars,
tonight.
yes.
Yeah. Lisa, thank you very much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Talk a little bit about what is going to be coming up here just a little bit later on. 6 o'clock, I think it runs later on in the evening.
Yeah, 6 to 10 here at O'Reilly's. We are wanting to really celebrate women's basketball.
Yes.
Support our local businesses. And we've got people from all over the country here to attend the WNBA All-Stars. So I think it's fantastic. I've got friends that I had played college basketball with that are here after 30 years of not seeing a lot of them. And we've got a ton of former Division I players here. And I think we are just really embracing women's sports. And we want to be able to provide local businesses and be able to be here to support all that. So it's just a great. And one of the big things is Joel said, hey, Lisa, let's do some sort of foundation or some sort of charity while we're here. So I was able to get the Indiana Fever. I was able to get Pacers Entertainment Sports. I was able to get Tamika Catchings and be able to get some great raffle items to hopefully be able to raise some money for the Catching the Stars Foundation that Tamika is hosting this whole weekend. So it's going to be great.
Lisa, it's awesome. Number one, thank you for doing what you're doing. So, real quick question: where did you play college ball at?
So I played at a really small Division III school over near St. Louis, Illinois, called Blackburn College.
Okay.
So a lot of my teammates are here after 30
Aw.
years. And, a lot of us are like 50 years old. So it's amazing to see that. So one of the things is it's, Blackburn College in Carlinville, Illinois. It's amazing. We were actually national champions in 1993.
Wow.
And yeah. And if no one knows me or they do, I was a point guard, not a center.
You got a whole entourage here.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to everyone that's here. Thank you, and thank you, Lisa Pliskin, for bringing this here. Right?
Absolutely.
Way to go, Lisa.
How did you get involved in doing this? And tell us a little story about that real quick.
It's when COVID hit and the NCAA tournament was hosted here in Indianapolis, I went and said, hey, Joe, can we get some sort of outing to bring everybody together and bring friends, longtime friends that we haven't seen. And a lot of these people here I've not seen in 20 years, 10 years, 15 years. So it's amazing to have an event to bring people together. And that's really what this weekend's about, is bringing everybody together.
How did Tamika get involved? Why is this something that's close to her heart?
Well, I reached out we wanted to do a charity event, and we wanted to have it tie in with the WNBA. So when I was able to reach out to her people, and she was obviously very, very, she's got a full schedule this week, right? She's doing a lot of special appearances, doing the backpack event tomorrow. I want to do something for the children, for her foundation, because it's about the youth. It's about, our generations that are going to be leading, the charge for us. So it's really a great foundation. She reached out. I reached out to her people. and said this would be a great cause to do that. So I'm glad to know that we're doing a charity event that's going to stay here local.
And we talk about the kids and where this money is going and the youth.
Yes.
Can you tell us about some of their stories and how are these kids going to benefit from tonight?
From tonight, it's really going to be about raising money to be able to provide, lunches, to provide school supplies, to be able to provide, transportation, to be able to provide those things that, every day that you don't get, to be able to think about, like, where are the kids going to be, getting their next meal. And that's what this whole foundation is about, is to be able to, provide for the kids who are not able to get that.
All right, Lisa, 6 until 10
Yes.
coming up later on tonight,
That's correct,
And
yeah.
anybody can just stop by and hang out with us, right?
Well, it is a private party.
Oh, it is? Okay, well, I guess you can.
Yeah.
You can stop by and hang out with me.
You can hang out with JMV, but it is a private party.
Okay, great.
I think we are going to be at capacity here tonight, but obviously, I think we're going to raise a lot of money for.
Well, I'll just take everybody with me. Come on down.
That's great.
Yeah, so
All right. I appreciate
seriously,
you having me on.
I'm glad we got awareness out there, though.
Yep.
And Tamika was awesome on the show earlier. Thank you very much for all that you've done for us today.
Yes, amen.
Lisa, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lisa Pliskin right there. Quick break. We'll come back. The ladies join us. We go until 6:20 tonight. Joe Childers is going to join us coming up too. Brent, the ladies, John, and right now, let's do the Friday edition of the Harrah's Hoosier Park Race of the Day.
with JMV.
We're putting the band back together.
Forget it. No way. We're on a mission from God.
93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
Hey, shout out to Phil King, Heritage Park race of the day. Go Viral was the winner. Paid $4.60 on a $2 bet. $2 exact to pay out $15.80. $14.56 equated to the 50-cent trifecta, the Heritage Park race of the day, Tuesday through Friday, right here on the Fan. And you have horse racing going on now through November at Heritage Park Racing and Casino in Anderson. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. for me, Big Red Liquors. Me and Mindy Winkler of Hank FM tomorrow morning, and Dirks Bentley. That's at Fry Road and US 31 in Greenwood coming up tomorrow. Brent Holverson rejoins. Hello, Brent.
Hello, John. What
the
a day,
girls
huh?
are. This is final segment for the girls.
That's right. We have plans after this, so
Well,
we've got to keep going.
Bells.
Sounds official.
Let us not interfere with your plans. What are we doing, girls?
I have dinner with another married couple.
Great. That sounds
as
about
we do
as
in the
exciting
burbs.
as-
Are you leaving Josh at home? You're just going out with this
No,
married couple?
Josh is already
Oh,
there.
all right, all right.
He's the one who's like,
Josh
clock
says,
that ticking.
please make sure you're on.
So what's on the menu at Hardee's tonight? Which location?
The
Arby's?
biscuits.
The biscuits.
Arby's.
Yeah, we're going up to King Jug up in the 106th and Lantern Road area.
The hell's that? What?
King Jug. It's a brewery.
Oh.
It's like inside outside. They have bands. It's a good spot up in Fishers.
Glarus, what are you up to tonight?
I don't know yet. My boyfriend and I are trying to figure it out. We're gonna
Uh-oh.
go up to the Fishers area.
I used to
north
say that all
side.
the time, too, and I know what that meant.
Oh, no. Cooties. Boys have cooties.
Yeah, me I figure that out. Yeah, we'll sit at home.
Yeah, we'll do something on the north side, probably.
I'm sure you will.
You know.
You guys know Joe Childers over there, 13 Central Indiana, Express Pro Tire and
we
other
do.
locations.
Yes, we do.
Good
afternoon. The pride of Brownsburg, Indiana, before us right here with Hootapole beer. Rocking out of
So you like this
the
shirt?
Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio, right there. Well done.
Love that.
Little Crosley Field action.
Did Mike tell you about the cam sensor situation on Monday? Did he?
I just know that he was running for parts on his day off.
I know he was.
For you. He wouldn't do that for my company car, but for you, he would do that.
Mike Alcorn is one of the greatest dudes of all time. That's US 31 to stop 11, one of the 13. Joe Childers before us right here, Express Pro Tire and Auto locations. I cannot. Mike is such a great dude.
You know, I have some exciting news about that location.
Please do.
And I know you can't tell this by my gray hair or my baldness, but I opened that store 40 years ago.
Yes.
And the last week of July and in the first few days of August, we're going to have a customer appreciation.
Yeah.
There at that location, and that's $19.99 oil changes, $10 tire rotations, $10 wiper blades, and again, we're doing the same thing in my Carmel location because I opened that 30 years ago.
You've opened up so many, haven't you? You've been 13.
I've been
strong locations.
48 years, John.
48 years. The girls are evidently leaving right here,
Yeah,
Joe.
I don't blame
Bye,
them.
girls.
So great to see you guys.
Bye, girls.
Thank
Good to
you
see you
for
ladies.
having
Yes. Tell
us.
Matt we
Invite
said
us
hello.
back.
Tell Josh we said
I
hello.
will. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Love you guys.
See you guys.
soon.
Lindsay Monroe, Channel 13. Gina Glaros, Wish TV, Channel 8. Joe, you didn't run them off. That was me.
Okay.
I think as soon as I dropped
I
that
thought it
whole-
might have been my
when I said that to Gina, you know what that means. Then
Yeah,
they are
I
leaving.
thought it might have been
that's
my
what happened.
aftershave,
No.
but-
It was definitely all me. See you guys.
Yeah.
All right, so you got just those locations or all?
Those two, yeah. We're
Okay.
going to celebrate those two locations. And as things happen, anniversaries come up in the future,
Yeah.
we'll celebrate those. But I want to invite everyone all over the city to stop by any of my stores.
Yes.
Because we got late summer vacations.
Yes.
We got back to school, college, and stuff like that. Stop by, free of charge, get your air pressure checked. Have your fluid levels checked and so forth. And if you want some inspections, ask for those as well.
Check out your cam sensor. Like me. Mike is so good.
He is great.
I mean, so good.
You know, Mike's worked for me for 35 years.
Yeah.
Superstar.
That's the one thing I love. You have so many that have been with you for such a long time. I mean, that's how you know you run a great gig.
Well, where do you get a better boss at, right?
That's right.
No doubt
That's
about
all
it.
about.
No
That's
doubt
it.
about that. Hey, Red Leg second half. I know you're a big Cincinnati fan.
Right.
What do we think?
I think they're going to win. Me and Oliver's been down there a couple times recently, my grandson.
Yeah.
And the one fun trip, John, is we went to the Reds, Louisville the next day for Slugger Museum.
Yeah.
And he convinced me I needed to take him to Churchill. He wouldn't let me. We couldn't share a program. He had to have his own. He did his own handicap.
Nice.
Hit 3 out of 6 races. Now, there's a lot of people listening to this.
Hey, Britt's proud of that, right?
Yeah,
That's a good number for Britt.
That's how you get sucked in,
There's
too.
a lot of people that might not vote me the grandfather of the year, but Oliver and I we're close.
You got my vote, my friend. That's the way to do it.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Thank you for being a part of the show as always, man.
Yeah,
you guys are
thank you,
awesome.
guys.
Express Pro Tire, no, 13 Central Indiana locations run by the greatness that is Joe Childers. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, guys. Always wonderful to see you.
Joe Childers right there. Brett and I return on the other side of Riley's downtown WNBA All-Star Weekend. IBE Summer Celebration all in one with 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
The Ride with JMV.
It's called Sex Panther by Odeon. It's illegal in 9 countries.
It's quite pungent. Stings the nostrils.
93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
All right, not quite anything goes here, but a little extra time here. Brent Halvers tonight. O'Reilly's downtown. Shout out to Clayton Anderson, who is pretty close to, I believe, this is Clayton Anderson and Struggle Bus right here. Pretty close, right, Brent, to opening up a new place. I just saw a little artist rendering of your input inside his new place. It looks good.
It's going to be a very, very cool spot. And yes, it is right around the corner from openings very, very soon, like within days. And looking forward to that. Clayton, a great guy. Steve Wentland, great guy. Robert over there running the show. I mean, it's going to be a great spot here downtown. Not a good country spot around. This is going to be the one.
Yeah, that's it.
That's downtown now. So
little honky tonk action.
We'll be.
And should we tell people where it is?
We should. I think
it's in the old Hard Rock.
The old Hard Rock Cafe,
downtown.
right on. I think it's 49 South Meridian.
And basically, right over on the other side of where we are, right here. We're over here, right? I mean,
it is over here. Yes.
Right. So yeah.
Absolutely. Right over next street over. And
the rumor has it we were in a little bit later on.
It might be a little bit. You never know.
See, it's funny. I saw Harley D and Nicole, friends of the show, listening to the show. I had mentioned a little bit earlier, about that. And evidently he's put on that maybe they'll be hanging out there.
I think there might be a little something there, but
I need a little something. No doubt about that.
Looking forward to it. I mean, it's going to be a really, really cool spot. And again, there's not a big country area around here, so this is going to be a great thing for downtown. And again, I love seeing downtown just starting to rejuvenate. And it takes stuff like this, like we've talked all day, John, is what Indianapolis does great, and it is host events, parties, things like the WNBA All-Star, the NBA All-Star Game. Jump back to the Super Bowl.
What is that place going to be called? I don't even know.
Clayton's Country Bar.
Is it really?
Clayton's Country Bar, absolutely. And there'll be another one in Broad Ripple. Yeah. The old mine shaft going to be coming a little bit of a country action too. So a lot of good stuff. Going to be a lot of good Nashville artists coming into town. So excited about that. And we'll have to get a little sneak peek here in a little bit, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, we're going to get a sneak peek.
Yeah.
We got the sneak peek. I mentioned we have IBE Summer Celebration coming up this weekend too, right?
That's right. Absolutely. IB, what's a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, you got Keith Sweat, Cameo, Sisters with Voices all going on at the Mike. That's Kauffman Stadium coming up later on tonight.
A lot of good things
going
on.
And the Summer Celebration concert.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you got, Kesha, I think is how you say it, right? Kesha tonight up at Deer Creek. And tomorrow night,
yeah, Kesha.
Your man, Dierks Bentley is going to be playing tomorrow night up there at Ruoff Mortgage Amphitheater.
And we will see Dierks Bentley with me at Big Red Liquors coming up tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Hey, I tell you what, John, you missed a great weekend last weekend. Dave Matthews Band was in town, right? So
back-to-back in Mystic Waters Campground. I see the lovely Lisa over there
just
was working
graced us. I love it. Yeah, we awesome weekend last weekend. We had a bundle of people up there, and just an amazing time. You know, it's cool when you get 500-plus people together, all like-minded, and going to the show. And the entire weekend, I mean, we ran, and worked really hard, but it had an awesome time, man. It honestly took me till yesterday to kind of fully feel back and recharge. Well, I mean, you run pretty hard.
Mystic Waters Campground, that's going to host the 3rd annual Labor Day weekend bender with the JMV takeover coming up in over a month now, but you guys were packed, weren't you?
Absolutely. It was great. It was a fun pack, though, and that's what it's all about, having a lot of great people, and that's what the weekend bender, the 3rd edition, can you believe that?
Oh, my. The 3rd annual.
Go back.
And I think I finally got it down to a science now where I don't have to lose my mind.
Well, that first live takeover ever was a little bit of a working challenge that you pulled off. You made it work well, man.
Logistically speaking, there were some challenges.
Last year was very fluid and smooth, and then I'm looking forward to this year again, man. That's coming up the end of August, so come out and join us. Spend the weekend, JMV Weekend Bender out there. We'll do a 3 to 6 show on Friday, and then you'll do the takeover on Saturday, 6 to 12. We'll have a little music out there Friday night as well. So a lot of fun stuff out at Mystic Waters Campground. call out to the lodge. And
now you guys do the whole concert thing all summer long too, don't you?
Yeah. So we're doing shuttles, or we've got some ride options too.
You're going to shuttle people to Kesha later on tonight, are you?
I think there's 14 going for that one. So not as big as Dave. I think we had 300-400 out there for Dave shuttling, but no, it's great, man. It's such a fun place, right? So look forward to the Weekend Bender 3rd edition coming up at the end of August.
All right. Well, what else has been going on in your world recently? I know what we have, and we'll talk about this before we get to the close of the show here, is we have a tavern tour stop coming up next Thursday. Do we not? On the north side?
24th, we'll be at Taylor's Pub at the Greenbrier location.
Yep.
So looking forward to that. The guys up there, they're awesome. I mean, great people. Again,
I saw Kyle up there a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
In fact.
Absolutely. And this is kind of the original Taylor's, if you will. So we haven't been to this one yet to do a show. So that'll be fun. We've done the Taylor's Bar and Table up in Ingalls.
Yep.
We did Taylor's 2 right off of Westfield up there. And this will be Taylor's Greenbrier spot. So next Thursday, 3 to 6, come join us for a bundle of fun at Taylor's Pub.
And no doubt about that. Summertime is great, too. I mean, it really is. And then when you factor in the importance of this weekend, I mentioned IBE Summer Celebration, which is going on, Indiana Black Expo, and then you combine that with WNBA All-Star Weekend, it is fired up here, Brent, downtown.
It is, and I love pulling downtown and seeing all the excess of events going on, right? I mean, walk out down the street here, you've got a live stage down there with live music, you've got pop-up things all over town. I mean, it's exciting, and as Tamika was talking earlier with us, it was pretty cool to hear her say, hey, it's all about what's going on here for the sport. She's not looking at any one particular person. It is the sport growing, and Indianapolis not being a better spot to host. So, and again, look at this right now. You've got a great event here that Joel and the O'Reilly's crew and with Lisa Pliskin has put together there for Tamika's foundation. Just awesome. I mean, this is a great event. You got a lot of people from a lot of different states getting ready to enjoy their weekend here in Indianapolis.
It's Brent Halverson of Heaven Hill Distillery right there, too. And we mention again next week, we're going to have a tavern tour stop month of July. Is at Taylor's Pub in Greenbrier, so we cannot wait to see you up there. But we also should note that we're not too far off from Larceny Bourbon Locks and Luna Azul Tequila Shots, and we really start thinking about that considering next week the Colts report to Grand Park in Westfield on Tuesday. Their first practice is coming up on Wednesday, and we talked about this a little bit earlier. The news that came out from Stephen Holder yesterday is that Anthony Richardson, quarterback, is full go from what they say in participation. People were wondering about the shoulder situation going back a couple of months, but he is a full go for the start of Colts camp, which he needs to be coming up next week at Grand Park.
It's going to be exciting. I mean, I think the challenge is on, right? I mean, may the best man win, get out there and go after it. And I think it's going to be, again, it's exciting. I use the term a lot, kid at Christmas. That's what this does, right? I mean, it's just it's starting up. We've got less than 60 days now until kickoff.
You got joint practices with the Packers.
Joint practice. I was looking for the date on that. That's coming up in Westfield. I mean, I still think we need to make a show happen near there. I know we can't probably be right there, but near there, we should look to do something out there because that's an outstanding little tidbit to get and celebrate.
Now, are you going to Green Bay this year again?
We usually try to go to at least a game a year, so haven't figured out which one that is yet, but absolutely. My kids have the bug now, John. It's cool.
That's
love
awesome.
It. I absolutely
the girls
love it.
do, huh?
The girls have the bug. We went to their first game was 2 years ago. It was a Sunday night game against Kansas City at Lambeau. It snowed. It was 25 degrees. It was everything.
That's what you're looking for, right?
And it was
there.
a Sunday night game, so primetime game. Packers beat the Chiefs. Awesome. Then so they're both 2-0 going to games, trying to keep this alive now. And then last year we went to the Thanksgiving game against the Dolphins, and it was all Green Bay, and it was outstanding. So looking forward to continue that little thing going forward now that they have a little bit of the bug.
Yeah, and that's cool, especially with the girls, Sierra and Sage, getting that bug too, and being able to go up for that. So you got the joint practices with the Packers coming up, and I don't know how people are asking. So how often are you going to be up there at Grand Park? I know a couple of different times. But it's going to be interesting. I think everything is a morning gathering anyway, so I know that our morning show, and I know that Jake will be up there. But for me, it doesn't do much good considering nobody's going to be around when they practice. And you kind of wonder, even if they did have an afternoon practice, which I don't think they do next week, how the weather, when it's going to be 95 degrees on average coming up in the middle of next week, how that would affect them, their timing, and the practice venue in general.
Well, I think it gets you ready for places like Miami.
It does,
and
yeah.
when you go play, especially that early part of the season, it's definitely a little warm outside. But no, you're right. I think it'll be just a good challenge. Get everybody back on the field, get you ready for game day, and like I say, you're within 2 months now of that happening. So
Brent Halverson right there of Heaven Hill Distillery. As Tamika Catchings Foundation, they're getting underway. This is a private function, as Tamika mentioned a little bit earlier. But it goes until 10 o'clock to raise money coming up later on tonight. So that's pretty awesome here at O'Reilly's downtown. And again, a shout out to Joe for having us out here today, to being a part of this. And what truly is, and talking to Tom Crean kind of reinforced that, Brent, to me a little bit earlier, is such a short window because the Pacers take it the distance to Game 7 of the NBA Finals. It really, we didn't have hardly any downtime whatsoever. And I think that's of significance because we skipped in really less than a month from the Pacers now to the Colts. And this time of year, that is not at all normally the case. So this is going to be incredibly unique, going from where we were with the Pacers and actually in game, the most meaningful game of all time at a Game 7, to starting the Colts season coming up and the Grand Park stuff coming up here relatively soon next week. It's really an interesting dynamic that we haven't seen around here before.
it is very interesting, and I'll tell you, we're rolling into what I'm going to call the sweet spot for sports, right? Yeah. And we're starting to talk, especially that September NFL kicking off. You got baseball playoffs rolling in. You roll into the October playoff World Series coming on. It's just the things are working right now, and you said it best. We're rolling off of something we've been uncharted territory, right?
It is.
Especially going 7 games. What a series. I would tell you this, so what the Pacers did for this state, not just Indianapolis, this state and around, was absolutely tremendous. And love hearing stories from, like Joel talking about just what it did. Complete packed house, complete packed patio, people looking in through the windows, like feeding in off that. The buzz is there, and it's alive right now. And again, this is a nice little piggyback off of that WNBA All-Star Weekend here in Indianapolis. Awesome way to do it, and then we roll. We got baseball back now, and then roll right into NFL. So it's the season for sports, man. I'm excited, looking forward to our 8th season with our Larceny Lodge.
I cannot believe it's going to be season number 8.
Cool,
by the
man?
way,
That's awesome.
That's incredible. Season 8.
Season 8.
And really, we've done it. It has grown to a point now to where I love it when you tell me that people are just saying, "Hey, we want this. We want this a part of the fall at some point." And it's interesting. Whereas we used to say, "Hey, do you mind if we come here?" Now everybody wants us to come to where they are.
It is tremendous. I think back that first year when we were in the studio quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I don't want this to sound wrong, but I didn't really enjoy that as much. I enjoy being with you, but when we're out and about and have a chance to have people come out and join us, look at this. This is just awesome, right? To sit back, we get to talk some sports, have a couple of wonderful cocktails, be surrounded with great people. That's what makes it all worth it, and I hope you like being out a little bit too.
I love. I would be out every single time, but I love going out with you. And during the fall, there's nothing better than those Thursdays.
Absolutely.
When we're on the road, and we get to see Nally and Miller at all the Joe's Grill and the Free Spirit location, and
our buddy Tommy Sutton right next door.
Tommy, yes. I heard from Tommy on social media a little bit earlier too, and see, I went to probably 4 or 5 playoff games with Tommy. Yes,
that's
too.
right. Yeah,
and we were a good luck charm until Game 4, I believe, was when all that came to a crashing halt.
Yeah,
and that even more so than with the Pacers in Game 7 and losing that. Game 4 is the thing that will always stick out because the opportunity was right there to really take control of the series, and it was a failing in the fourth quarter of Game 4. So it may not be magnified as much because of the Halliburton injury in the first 7 minutes there of that Game 7. But you can honestly talk about how a Game 7 may have not been necessary had you taken care of the fourth quarter of game number 4. That will always stand right there.
It really will. And you know, hey, it was pretty great, though. I mean, just Game 7s don't happen all that often, right? I mean, I think that was the 16th time of that going down. But, you know, again, I think what it did for everybody around us, I mean, just sad to see about Tyrese, how that ended for him.
I love those guys. That's my favorite team of any team around here of all time.
I think I agree
that
with
group.
you.
And
Absolutely.
Miles pissed me off with the outgoing comments, not so much because he left, but with the outgoing comments and wanting to be more competitive. That part pissed me off, but it's still my favorite team of all time. I took more enjoyment in that team than I did any other team around here in any sport.
I agree with you, and I think the country also felt like that, too. I mean, I had a lot of people say, hey, I'm not a Pacers fan, but wow, how fun are they to watch? You know, like I'm a fan. I'm rooting for them now because watching what that team had put together and put out on the floor, I mean, the product was outstanding, and they had fun. You could see it. And the life and the love that especially Tyrese put in, you know, unfortunately, it's going to cost him a year, but he gave it his all, you know, and that's what every player wants to get out and do.
He's the ultimate badass.
That is
of all time
absolutely
to me.
right. Absolutely
because
right,
he
man.
hung it all out there and injured himself playing at the highest of levels. Had 9 points in those first 7 minutes, and those are moments I'll never forget. And I'll never forget his badassery.
That badassery is
never will.
That should be in the dictionary.
Yes, it should.
That should have his picture right next to it because that badassery is a great way to say it.
Exactly what he is. Hey, by the way, my daughter is a big Paul McCartney fan, big Beatles fan.
Oh, nice.
So last week, with the help of Kyle and Scott Kinnett, we secured tickets for her to go see McCartney in Des Moines, Iowa in October.
Wow.
Because McCartney's not coming here. I thought you as a music fan would enjoy that.
Absolutely, love that.
And I love the fact because, you know, she's a big McCartney fan. She likes Wings and all that too. But
nicely done getting her there, though. Man.
She is. Yeah, she is going to go to Des Moines, Iowa in October. It's during the Center Grove fall break to see Paul McCartney at whatever the Casey's General Store Arena is up there.
Might be the only time you ever think, hey, let's go to Des Moines, Iowa, but that is a great reason to go there. That's awesome.
Lou.
I love it. Man.
We'll be
That's
going
great.
to that one more time. All right.
Wonderful.
Again, O'Reilly's downtown, Tamika Catchings Foundation. We got a lot of people here. It's a private function going until 10 o'clock tonight, right, Brent?
It is, and again, what a great event, raising money for Tamika's foundation. And again, look at the crew that's been here. Talking with Lisa earlier, she's got her college teammates that are here that, you know, 30 years ago that they played. They're all back here, and the support for the WNBA is outstanding. Not a better place to do it than Indianapolis, Indiana, who knows how to throw a great event, great party.
You're awesome, my brother.
Hey, John.
Greenbrier,
Appreciate you, man.
Taylor's Pub.
Taylor's
next
Pub,
week.
Greenbrier, next Thursday, 3 to 6. Come join us.
Tavern Tour stop right there. Thank you all for joining us today. Dave, Ethan, thank you guys very much. Back in the studio, James Adams, awesome job per usual. Tom Crean, Pat Sullivan, Lindsay Monroe, Gina Galeros, Tamika Catchings, Lisa Pliskin, and Joel, all on the show. And, oh, yeah, Joe Childers, Express Pro Tire and Auto as well. Thank you all for joining us. Hey, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., I'm going to be down in Greenwood. That's going to be off of US 31 and Fry Road, Big Red Liquors with Dirks Bentley. Tomorrow, I'll see you there, myself and Mindy Winkler, beginning at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. JMV Takeover tomorrow night from 6 until midnight in studio with a whatever weekend for you. Colts update coming up next and more on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. Enjoy an epic weekend here in the Circle City.